With the voice of the Las Vegas 51, Russ Langer.
Good evening. Welcome to Las Vegas 51's baseball. From Cashman Field, I'll be back with the pregame show right after this.
I'm part of a family.
We keep the lights on in the schools, in the neighborhoods,
and in businesses all across Nevada.
We're on call no matter what kind of emergency.
It could be a call in the middle of the night to one home in the middle of the desert.
Sometimes it's just teaching people about safety.
It's a great feeling knowing the work you do matters.
We keep things running.
Just like you, I'm a customer.
My name is Lloyd Bird.
My name is Bill McKendry. I'm Eric Sedgwick.
I'm Dwayne Hofster.
My name is Bill King, and I'm one of the 850 members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. We're the people behind Nevada Power, and we're customers too.
Advertisement not paid by customers of Nevada Power. If music was black and white, what would it sound like? But add a little color to it and... Now let's apply this to, say, advertising. Classified advertising. What does your ad sound like? This? Or this? See, adding a little color can make your RJ Sun classified ad really sing out. For just a little more, we'll add some real color to your ad. You will see and hear the difference. Call 383-0383. Expect more, get more out of your classified ad.
Call 383-0383 to get your RJ Sun classified ad. 383-0383.
Welcome back again, friends, to Cashman Field, and welcome as the pregame show continues from beautiful Cashman Field. The 51's taking on the Salt Lake Stingers. They are the top farm club of the Anaheim Angels. Yes, formerly known as the Anaheim Angels. 51's tonight, game one of the four-game series. It's the last four home games of 2005, and we appreciate you joining us tonight for the 51s. It's a beautiful night here at Cashman Field, just absolutely wonderful, and a nice crowd is expected out here tonight as the 51s meet up with Salt Lake. But as far as the Stingers are concerned, they really need to sweep because they're 2 games back of Tacoma with 4 games left to play, and so they really need to do all the winning they can, and the time is really just about run out on them. But if they can sweep, perhaps they can get help from Sacramento. Sacramento's taking on Tacoma as we speak. And so the River Cats already playoff bound. We'll meet the Rainiers 4 times. We'll see how things shake up in that particular series. The 51's going with Harold Eckert in this ball game. Eckert is 5-9 with a 6.18 ERA, and a young man from New Jersey is taking on righty Kelvin Escobar. Escobar has no record. He's on a rehab assignment from the parent Angels, and Escobar coming in now for his 3rd rehab assignment. He'll pitch about 80 pitches, they say, and then he will be lifted, and then they'll go to the Salt Lake bullpen for the remainder. The fact of the matter is that Escobar most likely will go up to the Angels after this game, but we don't know that for certain. It's not official, but it's been 3 times now that he has pitched after tonight for the Salt Lake Stingers. So it's the 51s versus the Salt Lake Stingers. In game 1 of a 4-game series, Salt Lake is 75-65. The Las Vegas 51s are 57-82 on the year. The Las Vegas 51s tomorrow will send Scott Erickson to the mound on Fan Appreciation Night. They'll have a nice fireworks show, and he'll be opposed by righty Chris Buchek, and Buchek is 6-4 on the season. We have a very special guest for us on the pregame show, Crystal Wasik, who is she's Miss Nevada for, only in Las Vegas can you come out to the ballpark and find Miss Nevada. We're so pleased you could join us, Crystal.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
And tell the folks what brings you out here tonight.
Actually, it's It's almost like a fundraiser, but I've been here since I was 2, and I grew up here, and I love that the family. This is such a family event, so I try and hit off family event probably about once a month. And this is it for this month.
All right. Would you stick with us for a moment? Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with more. Crystal's going to chat with us some more when we come back, and we'll also have the starting lineups. That is coming up right after this.
The total package. That's what you'll find at the fabulous Capital Grill. The Capital Grill, nationally acclaimed for dry-aged steaks on premises, chops, fresh seafood, and an award-winning wine list. The Capital Grill is open at Fashion Show Mall for both lunch and dinner. Take in all the energy and excitement of the Las Vegas Strip at the Capital Grill, providing a breathtaking view with a wall of windows directly overlooking the new Wynn Resort. The Capital Grill is the ideal place for guests to dine for total convenience, as complimentary valet parking is offered during both lunch and dinner. And the Capital Grill provides private elevator access. Impress your guests at the Capital Grill. They offer 3 private dining rooms, personalized event planning, and professional service. The Capital Grill is the perfect choice for your next business meeting or social gathering. The Capital Grill on the 3rd floor of Fashion Show Mall overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. For reservations, call 932-6631. 932-6631.
Oh, quick pause on the gutter talk.
Fox Sports Radio 1460.
Who are you?
KNO Las Vegas.
Sportless is fast becoming America's favorite haircutting place for guys. And here's why. Sportless understands that today's urban warrior wants to get in and get a great haircut, surrounded by sports merchandise, the latest sports magazines, and TVs everywhere, all tuned to sports. And now, Sportless introduces the ultimate haircut experience for guys. The MDT. First, a precision haircut. Second, a soothing scalp massaging shampoo. Next comes the steam towel treatment, followed by a stress-reducing neck and shoulder massage. All this at one great price. At Sportless, guys win.
Grand opening, $5 off haircuts in Las Vegas at Fort Apache and Flamingo, next to Break Team in the Home Depot Shopping Center. We have Guy Smart stylists to give you a great-looking haircut while you watch sports. Sport Clips is always hiring great managers and stylists. At Sport Clips, guys win.
Welcome back, friends, to Cashman Field. We're going to have the starting lineups for you now. First for the visiting Salt Lake Stingers. They're managed by Dino Ebel. As the 51s take the field, leading off in center field, Chris Prieto. Batting second is the second baseman, Alberto Callaspo. In the third spot, third baseman, Lou Merloni. Hitting cleanup in left field, Nick Gorneau. In the fifth spot, catcher, Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth and right, Luke Allen. In the seventh spot, the shortstop, Brandon Wood. Hitting eighth at first base, Ryan Buddy. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, that's Brian Specht. For the 51s, leading off at short, Nick Theodoro. Batting second, second baseman, Delwyn Young. Hitting third at first base, Brian Myro. Cleanup man is the DH, that's Jason Grabowski. Hitting fifth in left field, Chin Feng Chen. Cody Ross hits sixth. He's in right. A couple of the new 51s are aboard now. Third baseman Mikey Cabrera. Gabriel Gutierrez is hitting eighth. He's catching. And batting ninth in center field will be D.J. Jackson. On the mound is the righty Harold Eckert. We'll break away for one more 60-second break. Come back with more with Crystal, Miss Nevada, 2005. And the first pitch of this ball game right after this.
Hey, welcome to Pete's Pets.
Oh, hi, I need to return something.
The chicken?
Yeah, the chicken.
Something wrong with it?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just, stands around and it makes that stupid sound.
What do you want the chicken to do?
Beg or fetch or roll over or something.
It's a chicken.
So?
So chickens don't really do anything.
Well then why did you sell her to me?
Because you gave me money.
Well, my dog, he used to greet me at the door. He'd jump up and down and everything. This chicken doesn't even know I'm there.
So what are you saying? The chicken's hurting your feelings?
No, I'm not saying that. It's like, why would I want a chicken if it isn't good for anything?
Chickens are good for one thing, if you have the right equipment.
The right equipment?
Yep. Charcoal, grill, barbecue sauce.
Introducing the Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich at Carl's Jr. A big, juicy, charbroiled chicken breast with bacon, barbecue sauce, and crispy onion rings. New at Carl's Jr. For a limited time only at participating restaurants.
Welcome back, friends, to Cashman Field here, and Harold Eckert's going to face Chris Prieto, the X-51, visiting some more with lovely Crystal. And so, how does one get to be a Miss Nevada?
Well, you know what? Most of the contestants that are up for Miss America, which I am, do it from a small childhood, almost like a career. Like it's like a job for them, and they've been doing it for forever. But myself, this is actually my second pageant. So I entered the Miss Las Vegas, won that, and then Miss Nevada. Didn't even think I had a chance, and now I'm going to Miss America all of a sudden.
Tremendous. Chris Prieto takes a pitch, low ball one, and Prieto, who's hitting .311 with 3 homers and 44 runs batted in, and he's up there with a 2-0 count now. Alberto Callaspo will be next as Harold Eckert takes his 5-9 record of the mound, 6.19 ERA. His last start of the year. Here's the 2-0, and Prieto looks at a strike. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So what do you aspire to be doing years from now?
Years from now,
yes.
With my family, I actually want to own my own dance competition. Started with that and maybe make it a family business.
Okay.
Travel around. I'm a dancer, so.
There you are. It's now 3-1 to Chris Prieto. And Alberto Callaspo waits. Here's the pitch. And the pitch is fouled back out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Yeah, Chris, you can get a little color if you want. Add a little color, you know. Yeah, that's colorful. I like that crown, too. It's glad we're not on TV tonight.
Thank you. It's pretty heavy.
Is it?
Yeah. A little wobbly.
So you're gonna sign some autographs for a while and go down to your seat?
And then watch the game.
There you go. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Chris Prieto from Harold Eckert. And it's a ground ball. The first 2 hops for Myro. He's got it. He'll go to the bag himself, and there's 1 out. Now that's even more colorful right there. I can't get up that high. I could at one time. Alberto Callaspo comes up. He's a switch hitter hitting .316 with no homers and 28 runs batted in as he visit with Crystal Watson. Miss Nevada 2005. And so tell us what the feeling was like when you realized that you won that competition to be Miss Nevada.
Unbelievable. Almost like a dream. Kind of not real, actually, to tell you the truth. A little scary.
Callaspo looks at a strike and it's 0-1. It must have been, in a state like this, it must have been a very fierce competition out there.
It was. You know what? Those Vegas girls, they're not messing around.
The 1 now and the 0-1 to Callaspo. And he hits a liner towards second. It's caught by Delwyn Young.
Yeah.
And they're 2 down.
Work.
And the batter will be the veteran third baseman Lou Merlone. Crystal, those guys find out that you're up here while they're getting all these outs. They're not going to let you leave. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I will stay the whole game.
Lou Merlone is up now. He's only been here 3 games since arriving with the Salt Lake team. Right-handed hitter. And with 2 outs, Harold Eckert will set his sights now on his rookie catcher Gutierrez. And the fastball is inside ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. So I imagine you've been dancing for a very early age then.
I have all my life since I was about 3.
Merlone takes inside. What sort of dancing do you specialize in?
I actually only did ballet growing up until I was probably a sophomore in high school. Then we started with cheerleading and kind of got into the jazz and the whole bit. But mostly classical, lyrical.
Merlone hits a high pop-up on the left side. Shortstop Theodoro backing up.
Get it.
And you take it. What happened?
Get it. Yes, he got it.
He caught it.
He got it. Hero.
Now, how could you not be Miss America? You're the only one who's going to be able to have play-by-play on your resume.
We're on it. We're on it.
No, that's not right on your resume right now. Baseball play-by-play. Merlone pops out to Theodore Crystal. What a pleasure it is to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining us. At the end of half inning of play, Salt Lake nothing in Las Vegas coming up.
Camden and Oasis Apartment Homes are proud sponsors of the Las Vegas 51s. Camden and Oasis Apartment Homes are here to provide you with 32 locations in the Las Vegas and Henderson areas. From studios to 3-bedroom, family-sized apartment homes, there's something to fit anyone's needs and everyone's budget. Stop by any Camden and Oasis Apartment Home community, or while you're at the ballpark, check out our ad and play ball. Camden and Oasis Apartment Homes, the only choice in apartments. For more information, call us toll-free at 1-877-7-CAMDEN.
They say that the best kind of advertising is word-of-mouth advertising. And here at New York Hotel and Casino, we couldn't agree more. That's why today we're at the Manhattan Express roller coaster, asking people to describe their experience. Excuse me, sir, what do you think of the ride so far? Anything else? What about you, ma'am? Are you enjoying the ride? Sounds like a yes to me. Is that your husband there? How do you like the ride, sir? Well, there you have it. The people have spoken. The Manhattan Express
back again, friends, to right now, Cashman Field. The Las Vegas 51's coming up against Kelvin Escobar, who's with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, but he is rehabbing right now, and he's on an 80-pitch limit for this one. And he will face Nick Theodoro, Delwin Young, and then Brian Myro in the bottom of the first. 51's getting the Salt Lake Stingers out. 1, 2, 3 in the first. Ground out, line out, and a pop out from Harold Eckert. Here is Kelvin Escobar's fastball. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Nick Theodoro. And Theodoro, 51's switch hitting shortstop, hitting .253 with a homer and 22 runs batted in. The 1-0 from Escobar, fastball. That's a little outside. Ball 2-2-0. Again, we appreciate Krista Wasik stopping by. Miss Nevada 2005. Charming and gorgeous. And we loved having her. And she's going to be signing some autographs up in the club level restaurant. The pitch is a swing and a miss to Theodoro. It is 2-1. And after a while, after about a 45-minute stay up in the restaurant, she tells us she'll be down in her seat. And we're just thrilled that she could join us here tonight. 2 balls and a strike to count to Theodoro with Delwin Young on deck. So the pitch now, and that one is in for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the time. There's the count now. Kelvin Escobar, Kelvim as in Mary. No record, a 3.24 earned run average. And it is a 2-2 count on Theodoro. Here's the pitch. And it's a little outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Escobar has plenty of big league time with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Angels. He joined the Angels last year, signing as a free agent. After several years with Toronto, 3-2 to Theodoro, and it's a high chopper to the right side. Second baseman Callaspo flags it, and from the outfield grass, he throws out Theodoro. Nice play. That big chopper. Callaspo going to his left, and with 1 out, the batter is Delwin Young. Checking the Salt Lake team on defense, the first baseman is Ryan Buddy. Second base, Alberto Callaspo. The shortstop is Brandon Wood, who's up from Class A. All Wood did at Class A was hit 43 home runs. In left field, Nick Corneau, center fielder Chris Prieto, and in right field, Luke Allen. So 2/3 of the Salt Lake outfield, ex-51s. Fastball is outside the Young, ball 1. 1-0. The catcher is Jeff Mathis, who was named to the end-of-season PCL All-Star team. Well-deserved honor for Mr. Mathis. And on the mound is Kelvin Escobar. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Delwin Young. And he swings late and fouls one off to the left, soaring way back out of play. It is 1 ball and 1 strike on Delwin Young. Delwin Young, Los Angeles native. His father is a high school baseball coach at a high school near Burbank called Little Rock High. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the fastball is in there for a strike. It's now 1-2. Young, all he's done is hit .333 with 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. Got a 13-game hitting streak into this game. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, Escobar's 1-2 pitch coming. And as a bouncer up the first base side foul, it remains a ball and 2 strikes on Delwin Young. Plate umpire for this one is A.J. Wendell. First base ump Casey Moser. And at third base is Cameron Keller. Escobar facing Young with a 1 out, nobody out on a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Escobar broke into the big leagues with the Blue Jays in 1997. He was a reliever. He had 14 saves that year and a 2.9 ERA. And the pitch is low, 2-2 to Young. He began to start games in the big leagues the following year, 1998. He was 7-3 in 10 starts and a total of 22 appearances, 3.73 ERA. And he was pretty much the starter since then. Fastball's high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He spent a chunk of the 2001 season in the Blue Jay bullpen and all of the 02 season in the pen. But 03, he was a starter most of the year, and he was a starter all of 04 with the Angels. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Young hits a high drive to deep left. Going back is Gorneau, looking up at the wall, and that one's high off the fence. Gorneau grabs it on 1 hop, fires it towards second base, and Young slides in with a booming double. Big-time double by Delwin Young. That was a pretty good, looked like a good low fastball from here. Went down and got it and hit it off the fence in left field. So the batter, Brian Myro now. Delwin Young, boy, he does nothing but hit. This guy's a line drive machine. He's been doing a tremendous job since he came up from the AA Jacksonville Suns. He now has a 15-game hitting streak going, which is the longest hitting streak by any member of the 51s this year, even though he's only been with the team for 5 weeks. Here's the pitch to Brian Myro. And a good breaking ball. Swung on and missed 0-1 to Myro. Myro hitting .282. He's got 22 home runs, ties him with Norihiro Nakamura for the team lead, 72 RBIs, which is tops on the club. And Young off second base with one out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball high. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count to Brian Myro. Jason Grabowski waits his turn on deck. Escobar in his other 2 outings. He's made 3 starts prior to tonight total. 8 in the 3rd innings, 3 runs earned on 8 hits for a 3.24 ERA. Myro takes a fastball at the knees. Good pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count to Brian Myro, young man out of Fort Worth, Texas. Young stands at second base with 1 gone in the bottom of the 1st and no score. Escobar versus Harold Eckert in game 1 of a 4-game series. Here's the 1-2 look. And the pitch. Breaking ball, a little looper in the shallow right center. Here comes Luke Allen. He will make the catch. Back to second base goes Young, so a shallow fly ball to right taken by Allen. And with 2 down, the batter is Jason Grabowski. Big Jason climbing in now. Connecticut man hitting .320 with 6 home runs and 33 runs batted in. This is his 50th game total for the 51s. He was in a rehab assignment from the LA Dodgers earlier this year. Went back up and was sent here. Here's the stretch by Escobar. And Young leads off second base. The pitch. Fastball. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch. 0-1. Yesterday, Salt Lake beat Colorado Springs to complete a 4-game sweep. It was Ryan Buddy who snapped a 5-5 tie in the 7th inning with a run-scoring single, and the Stingers raced to the win. And a one-handed cut by Grabowski at an off-speed pitch, and he fouls it away. The count is 0-2. Stingers got a couple of more runs in the 7th inning, and the winning pitcher was Scott Dunn in relief. He's now 5-7. And Nick Gorneau led the team with 3 hits, 2 home runs, and drove in 4. And Callaspo, the second baseman, collected 4 hits as well. 0-2 stretch, and the pitch to Jason Grabowski. Escobar brings it in. And a good off-speed pitch. Looked like it might have been a splitter. Swung on and missed strike 3. 51s are finished in the 1st. No runs, 1 hit. The wall double by Young. No errors and 1 man left, and at the end of 1, there is no score.
Hi, friends. If you're in the market for a General Motors vehicle, there's only one place to shop in Las Vegas. That's Bill Hurd Chevrolet. They are the world's largest Chevy retailer, and they feature an excellent body shop and parts and service as well. I have a vintage Chevy sitting in my garage right now, and I don't take it to anyone but Bill Hurd Chevrolet. They're at 444 South Decatur at Alta. Telephone 870-9444. Bill Hurd Chevrolet. Visit their website, www.billhurdvegas.com.
A few thoughts about monopolies, cash cows, and low-cost leads. For years, the phone companies had a virtual monopoly over Yellow Pages advertising. This has allowed them to impose steep annual rate increases. Over time, their directory business has become a nice, fat cash cow. But at Yellow Book, we think we have a better way. For example, across the country, a full-page ad in Yellow Book Yellow Pages is generally about half the cost of the same size ad in a phone company directory. At Yellow Book, all we do is publish great directories, so we're able to keep our costs down and produce low-cost leads to power your business, which has helped create many thousands of success stories for small businesses just like yours. After all, we wouldn't be in 43 states with a circulation of 82 million if we weren't producing quality low-cost leads. So why keep getting milked by the phone company? Call us at 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Welcome back again, friends. We're here at Cashman Field. No score after 1. We go to the top of the 2nd, and Harold Eckert will look at the middle of the order. That's Nick Gorneau, Jeff Mathis, and then Luke Allen. Nick Gorneau stepping up now. Gorneau, right-handed hitting left fielder, and one of the really good prospects in the Angels system. Coming up now against Eckert, and the pitch. And a sinking fastball zips in low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Gorneau's average is .288, and is a fellow that has played a couple of outfield positions. There's a strike to him, and the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Gorneau, right-handed batter, waiting in the box as Eckert looks over the signs of his catcher, Gutierrez. And the 1-1 pitch, Gorneau hits a check swing chopper towards second, charged by Young. He picks it up, flips to first base in time, getting Gorneau by a step. So Nick Gorneau looked like a sinker that got in on him a little bit, and a check swing. And Gano, with good power, 25 homers, 103 RBIs. A little chopper and a check swing. One down for Jeff Mathis, the catcher. Mathis, good defensive catcher, and made the PCL postseason all-star team by virtue of the fact that he did earn the reputation of being a guy who can catch and throw well. And there's a high drive to deep right center. Jackson and Ross giving chase. That ball's hit way back, and it is out of here. Well, speaking of why he got picked to the all-star team, there's another reason why. He just hit his 18th home run, and Mathis, who came in batting .273, knocks in his 65th run with a home run of a defense in right center, and Salt Lake has a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. High drive to right center to clear the wall. And the batter's big Luke Allen. Luke Allen, one of the more popular players on the 51s when he was here a few years ago, since leaving the Dodger organization, which was his original organization. He's played in the Pirates system. He was with Nashville. He's played in the Rockies system. He was with Colorado Springs. He takes a pitch low, ball 1-0. And the last time the Salt Lake Stingers came here, which was very early in the season, Luke was a one-man band. He had a couple of very late dramatic home runs to beat the 51s. 1-0 pitch, and he hits a pop-up this time back a second. Young drifts back to take it. He's on the grass. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Allen came in at .286 with 22 home runs. He pops out. So Young has been a busy guy. Got 2 putouts and assists through 6 hitters. And with 2 outs, the batter's the shortstop, Brandon Wood. Well, this is a name that if you are at home scoring, or if you're in the stands here at Cashman Field, wherever you may be, you might want to take out your highlighter and circle this name, Brandon Wood. Here's the pitch, and it's inside ball 1. This is his first AAA game, and he didn't play at AA. He was at single A, and all he did at single A was hit 43 home runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball. That one missed, ball 2. 2-0. I mean, yeah, I know it's A ball, but holy mackerel, that's a lot of home runs. 2 balls and no strikes to count. And the pitch coming up from Eckert. Breaking ball. He checks the swing and fouls it back. The count is 2-1. So, Stingers, of course, trying to keep their fading hopes alive. They did their part by sweeping Colorado Springs. They were 5 back of Tacoma. Shaved 3 games off of that within a few days. Here's the 2-1 to Wood. And he swings and misses, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 51's splitting with Tacoma while Salt Lake swept Colorado Springs. And so 51's helped them shave a couple of those games. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball inside to Wood. It's 3-2 now. And so that's it. The 51's hosting Salt Lake for the last 4 games of the year here, while Tacoma and Sacramento are getting together. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Brandon Wood. Breaking ball swung on and missed strike 3. So Eckert goes with a 3-2 breaking ball to get Wood, but Salt Lake gets a home run by Jeff Mathis. A run on a hit, no errors, and no one left. And at the end of 1.5, Salt Lake won to 51-0.
Hey, you know what's cool? Strutting into a downtown Las Vegas classic like you own the place. Hitting the casino for some gambling like it used to be. At the blackjack tables, on the slot machines, in the sports book, and in the poker room. Having a meal that make the chefs at some of the new frou-frou joints on the Strip question their own culinary credentials. Or hanging with your friends before catching the headliner in the showroom, and the whole time getting treated with the kind of service that snatched the AAA 4 Diamond Award for 28 consecutive years. You locals know what I'm talking about. Golden Nugget Las Vegas. It's been the jewel of downtown since 1946, and yeah, that's cool. Golden Nugget Las Vegas. That's downtown Las Vegas. Come in, and like the boys with the 51s know, you better come to play. Get more at goldennugget.com.
There is no doubt that Vista Chevrolet offers the hottest prices under the sun. Clear and simple. That's right. Vista Chevrolet, home of Mr. Goodwrench, features the best in sales, service, and Chevrolet parts. Conveniently located at US 95, exit 90B at Ann Road. Vista Chevrolet is open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call them at 967-5686 or visit their website at www.vistachevy.com. Vista Chevrolet.
Welcome back again, my friends. We're in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Salt Lake leading over the 51s. Kelvin Escobar facing Chin Fen Chen, Cody Ross, and then Mikey Cabrera. So, Senor Escobar back to work once again. Escobar is 6'1", 230, 29 years old. He's from Venezuela, from the town of Barquisimeto, Venezuela. The pitch to Chen, a good fastball in the outside corner, knee high. Strike one to Chin Feng Chen. As Chen starts off this night with an average of 281. And the wind of the 0-1 pitch coming now. He hits a ground ball to third. Merloni to his left, picks it up, and the veteran third baseman throws out Chen. There's one gone to the bottom of the second. Cody Ross will come up now. Cody Ross making his way to home plate. 51's right-handed hitter who is playing right field in this game and was on a real binge for about a week. And he's cooled off a little in the last couple of days. He's hitting .261 with 20 homers. 58 runs batted in. He takes a fastball knee high in the outside for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Cody Ross. One strike. Escobar reads the sides of his catcher, Jeff Mathis. And the 0-1, here it comes. Fastball, that's a little high. 1 ball and 1 strike. A couple of nights ago when Salt Lake beat Colorado Springs, the 900th win in their franchise history. And they've had 10 winning seasons out of 12 plays as the franchise shifter from Portland. There's a breaking ball. That's a strike on the outside of Ross, 1-2. But Stingers have had a couple of lean years. This is the first winning year they've had since 2002. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ross. And Escobar delivers the pitch. Here it is. Oh, good breaking ball. Swung on a missed strike 3. Looked like a fastball, and it dropped off the proverbial table, as they say. That strikeout is the second for Escobar. And now making his AAA debut for the 51s is the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mikey Cabrera. He goes by Mike, but it's spelled M-A-Y-K-E. A most unusual spelling of the name Mike. And here he is. Here's the pitch. Fastball's a strike, 0-1. Cabrera was at Class A Vero Beach of the Florida State League, where he hit .274 in 48 games, no homers, and 16 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. Fastball bounces off home plate. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Cabrera is 6'1", 204. He's 24 years old. And with some of the changes taking place the last couple of days roster-wise, Cabrera called up, and the guy who's on deck, the new 51's catcher, Gabriel Gutierrez, also has a chance to play a little bit of AAA, as DJ Jackson has done for the last couple of days. There's a foul ball off to the left back out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Mike Cabrera. So Cabrera with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. He's up there weighing number 28. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he tried to golf a low inside pitch, and he swings and misses. Ball picked out of the dirt by Matthews, who lobs it to first base. That strikeout ends the inning. 51s go 1-2-3 in the second, and Escobar has struck out 3 of the last 4 men he's faced. At the end of 2, the score: Salt Lake 1, Las Vegas nothing.
As temperatures rise, so do your chances for car trouble. Help meet the demands of summer driving by taking your General Motors vehicle to an expert, Cadillac of Las Vegas. Let Cadillac of Las Vegas give your car a seasonal checkup to make sure it's ready for virtually anything summer can dish out. Cadillac of Las Vegas is your GM Goodwrench Service Center, featuring GM-certified technicians, advanced diagnostic equipment, and genuine GM parts. So stop by your GM Goodwrench Service Center, Cadillac of Las Vegas at 2711 East Sahara in Las Vegas, and keep yourself and your car cool this summer.
Getting together with a few good friends and the signature taste of Budweiser. For drinkability and refreshment you won't find anywhere else. Budweiser beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Do you play golf? Would you like to play 3 different courses all in one beautiful location and still have money left over to play again the next day? Then Golf Summerlin is the place for you. Come play Highland Falls, Palm Valley, and Eagle Crest. All 3 courses will keep you coming back for more. Golf Summerlin is also a great choice for your next tournament or group outing. For more information, call 254-7010. That's 254-7010. Golf Summerlin. 3 great courses, all open to the public, all very affordable.
Welcome back, friends. We're here at Cashman Field at the end of 2. Salt Lake leads it by a score of 1-0 over the Las Vegas 51s. And Harold Eckert has retired 6 of 7. The one man to get on, though, that was Jeff Mathis, who had a home run over the fence and right. And so, it is a 1-0 lead for Salt Lake, top of the third. And the right-handed hitting first baseman Ryan Buddy will begin against Eckert. The pitch, that one missed low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Buddy, B-U-D-D-E, hitting .223 with 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. He has been a backup catcher on this team, playing first base now. As a ground ball to third base, that's picked up by Cabrera. He throws across the first base and gets him. And there's one gone. And the batter is the designated hitter for Salt Lake, Brian Specht. Specht, who is a switch hitter, will bat left-handed against Eckert. And he comes up at .297 with 5 homers and 32 runs batted in. 51s have played the Stingers fairly evenly this year. Salt Lake has won 7 and lost 5 against the 51s. They've not played for over a month. The pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Specht. The last time they got together was July 22nd through the 25th in Salt Lake. A 5-game series. The pitch is foul back 0-2. And the 51s won 3 of those 5 games. 0-2 to count to Brian Specht. 51s opened the season in Colorado Springs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a tie 1-2. And from there they went to Salt Lake. They had travel trouble, which prevented them from playing the first game. So they only played a 3-game series, which is why they played a 5-game series this last time in July. And Salt Lake beat them 2 out of 3 up there that first time. 1-2 pitch. As a bomb to right field. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is right down the line, curving. It is fair. And it is gone. Brian Specht goes right down the line with a home run to make it 2-0 Salt Lake in the top of the third. For Specht, home run 6, RBI 33. Specht riding it right down the line. And with 1 out, the batter is Chris Prieto. 2-0 Salt Lake with 1 out in the top of the third. So Eckert will set his sights now on Prieto, the former 51, who grounded out to first to open up the ball game. The wind and the pitch. And Prieto bunts one, a chopper right back to Eckert. He picks it up, throws to first base, and gets him. And they're 2 down. Prieto's trying to bunt his way on. Chopped it right back to Eckert. 2 down for Alberto Callaspo. Callaspo, who is also from Venezuela, from Maracay, and a .284 hitter last year at AA. Having a fine season here. He was in the lower minors earlier this year. But now in 46 games for Salt Lake, he's hitting .316. Doesn't have a home run yet. He lined out to second his first time up, and he takes a strike from Eckert. 0-1. Eckert fastball, slider, curveball, and a straight changeup. Finds himself trailing 2-0 here in the top of the third. And Eckert's pitch. Callaspo takes a changeup outside, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll have the Tony Roma's scoreboard for you in a little bit. General Motors trivia question brewing. We'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. 1-1. Fastball lifts it down the left field line, going foul, and that's back out of play. Chin over for a look. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Eckert had his best game of the year, July 18th in Colorado Springs. It might have been the best pitch game by any 51 starter. He went 7, allowed 1 run earned on 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 10. He has not won a game since, though. He has pitched well enough to win a few times. There's a chopper toward first. Myro's got this one and chugs to the bag, and the inning is over. More about Eckert later on. So the inning is finished. Salt Lake, though, adds a run on a hit, a home run by Brian Specht on the right field line. No errors and no one left. At the end of 2.5, Salt Lake 2, Las Vegas nothing.
Hey, 51 fans, stop by Sure Tire for the Goodyear Blimp birthday celebration. The Goodyear Blimp. For 80 years, it's been a name everyone looks up to. Hurry in before August 27th and score big on a large variety of Goodyear tires. If you're looking for traction in any weather, choose the Goodyear Assurance featuring triple tread technology. For your performance car needs, choose Eagle GTHR, Eagle LS, or Eagle RSA tires. And for truck and SUV owners, check out the new Wrangler and Forterra featuring Silent Armor technology. In addition to great savings, get up to an $80 rebate on your next purchase of tires or service made on your Goodyear card before August 27th. But at Sure Tire, we do more than just tires. We also take care of your automotive service needs, such as brakes, oil changes, alignments, and more. All at competitive prices. In fact, stop by right now and get an oil, lube, and filter service for just $12.95. It's a deal you just can't beat. So check out Sure Tire for great savings on tires and service. Hurry, the Goodyear Blimp birthday celebration ends August 27th. Call 1-800-GOODYEAR for complete details and a local Sure Tire retailer nearest you.
I've never seen a lineup quite like this one. The kitchen is loaded. The placemats are set. The bowls are on the table. He sees his granola crunch. He grabs the door. He swings. It's Anderson Dairy Milk all the way. Nothing makes breakfast taste better than milk. Over cereal with eggs, toast, and jam, or add some chocolate and shake things up. Here's our pitch. Milk. It's a real team player. From Anderson Dairy, the dairy experts.
Welcome back again, my friends. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, Salt Lake leading by a score of 2-0. Calvin Escobar on his rehab assignment facing the 8-9 and 151s in the third. Gabriel Gutierrez, DJ Jackson, and then Nick Theodoro. Okay. 51s had a first inning double by Delwyn Young. That's it. They have went out in order in the second against Escobar, who's retired 5 in a row. And Gutierrez, this is his first AAA bat. He swings and misses, and the count is 0-1. Gabriel Gutierrez, batting from the right side. Gutierrez is 5'11", 175. He's only 21 years old, and he's out of the Columbus Catfish of the South Atlantic League, low Class A ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And the pitch bounces, and it's grabbed by Mathis. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Down here at good old Columbus, Gutierrez got into 71 games, hit .259 with 3 homers, and drove in 18 runs. Right-handed hitting catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. And he has a chance next year to be at Vero Beach, perhaps. Escobar reads Jeff Mathis, and the veteran righty's 1-1 pitch to Gutierrez. And a good off-speed pitch. He swings and misses. Staggers out of the batter's box. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. DJ Jackson on deck. No, this is the time of the year where sometimes you'll see much younger players come up to AAA. It's happened before. It happened a couple of years back with the 51s. 1-2 pitch, and Gutierrez hits a fly ball down the right field line. It's fading quickly. Buddy going out. Allen coming in, and Buddy slides and can't quite get it. The first baseman, Ryan Buddy, went on about a 40-yard dash just to get close to that ball, a few feet into foul territory, and nearly made a spectacular catch, sliding to the ground, but he couldn't quite hang on. Nice effort. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Gabriel Gutierrez. One and 2. Jackson waits on deck, and then the leadoff man, Nick Theodoro, will be up after that. It's 2-0 Salt Lake. In the bottom half of the third, Kelvin Escobar delivering the pitch. Bounces, and it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Stingers trailing Tacoma by 2. And they've got 4 games left in the schedule. Tacoma's magic number now stands at 2. If they win 2 of the 4 games against Sacramento, doesn't matter what the Salt Lake team does. Tacoma wins it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Good off-speed pitch, and Gutierrez swings and misses and strikes out. That's 4 strikeouts for Kelvin Escobar. 1 down, and the rookie center fielder DJ Jackson comes up now. Tony Roma's scoreboard. Tony Roma is a great place for ribs, steaks, and seafood. Head over to any of the 3 Las Vegas Tony Roma's locations before or after every 51's game. In the National League, they're in the bottom of the 4th inning in Phoenix. The Diamondbacks lead the Giants by a score of 1-0 behind Brandon Webb. And in Denver, Dodgers and Rockies getting together. Dodgers had a day off yesterday. The pitch to Jackson is outside ball 1. Jackson hitting 182. And the Rockies have a 6-1 lead over the Dodgers in the 5th inning. Mike Edwards has homered for the Dodger run. That's his 3rd. Here's the 1-0 to Jackson. He swings. He hits a drive to deep left field. That ball is clubbed. Gordo ball goes way back. See you later. D.J. Jackson goes deep on the left field wall. And the Stingers lead is sliced to 2-1. D.J. Jackson up from not Class A ball, but below that. Rookie ball for the Ogden Raptors. And he took it deep. He wasn't even playing every day for that team. But since coming up here, he's had a couple of hits, made some good defensive plays, and bam, there's his first AAA home run. And here's Nick Theodoro. The pitch. Fastball is a strike, 0-1. That home run by Jackson means that $50 is donated from Bank of America to Special Olympics as part of the Dingers for Dollars program. Theodoro grounded out to second, and a good play by Callaspo, and the pitch is a strike, 0-2 to count. So Jackson loaded up, and boom, out it went. It is 2-1 Salt Lake, and all 3 runs in the game have been on home runs. 2 strikes on Theodoro with Delwin Young on deck, and Escobar rocks and delivers 0-2. Man, there's a good, hard breaking ball swung on and missed strike 3. Well, he's got the strikeout pitch moving. He has struck out 4 the last 5 men he's faced with the Jackson home run, the major blemish mixed in. Struck out 5 overall. And with 2 outs, here's Delwin Young, who doubled off the fence in left center in the first. The Rockies facing Jeff Weaver have 2 home runs by Todd Helton and 1 by former UCLA Bruin Garrett Atkins. Here's the pitch. Young tries to golf one, and it's 0-1. He swings and misses. Weaver coming off the gym against the Cubs, but he's getting hit hard at Coors Field. 10th inning now. St. Louis and Houston are tied at 3. Pitch is low, 1-1 to Young. Tim Edmonds, home run number 23. Yadier Molina, number 7. And Morgan Ensberg, number 35 for the Astros. 8th inning, Milwaukee 12, San Diego 1. Johnson, a home run for San Diego. And Milwaukee has home runs by Jeff Jenkins and Carlos Lee, number 30 for Lee. We have some National League Finals also. Young line drive, base hit left field. Gono is on it to play it back in. And Delwin Young is 2 for 2 with 2 opposite field base hits. Line drive right there. He's got 2 to 3 Vegas hits. And at bat is Brian Myro. Final scores, Atlanta beat the Reds 7-4. Tim Hudson got the win. He's now 12-7. He beat Eric Milton. Kyle Farnsworth, the former Cub, got his 3rd save for the Braves. Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 34th home run for Cincinnati. Austin Kearns hit his 13th. And Chipper Jones, home run for the Braves. That's his 15th. Myro hits a ground ball to second. Callaspo's on this one. Throws to first base to take care of Myro, who flied out in his first at-bat. He grounds out now. Las Vegas is finished. More scores later, but the 51s get on the board. And a D.J. Jackson home run. A run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. After 3, Salt Lake leads it 2-1.
Planning on vacationing with a family on a road trip? Let the outstanding GM Goodwrench Service Department at Desert GMC Buick help you to get out of town, not into trouble. Desert GMC Buick has been rated #1 in customer service satisfaction in Nevada with the latest diagnostic equipment, GM-certified technicians, and genuine GM parts. So be sure your car is ready for that out-of-town trip. Come visit your GM Goodwrench Service Center, Desert GMC Buick at 6400 West Sahara in Las Vegas. Great service is something to be thankful for, and you'll find it at Desert GMC Buick.
Hey, welcome to Pete's Pets.
Oh, hi, I need to return something.
The chicken?
Yeah, the chicken.
Something wrong with it?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just, stands around and it makes that stupid sound.
What do you want the chicken to do?
Beg or fetch or roll over or something.
It's a chicken.
So?
So chickens don't really do anything.
Well then why did you sell her to me?
Because you gave me money.
Well, my dog, he used to greet me at the door. He'd jump up and down and everything. This chicken doesn't even know I'm there.
So what are you saying? The chicken's hurting your feelings?
No, I'm not saying that. It's like, why would I want a chicken if it isn't good for anything?
Chickens are good for one thing, if you have the right equipment.
The right equipment?
Yep. Charcoal, grill, barbecue sauce.
Introducing the Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich at Carl's Jr. A big, juicy, charbroiled chicken breast with bacon, barbecue sauce, and crispy onion rings. New at Carl's Jr. For limited time only at participating restaurants.
Welcome back again, friends. And we're in the top of the 4th inning. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. 2-1 Salt Lake leading it in the top of the 4th inning. Harold Eckert has a lot of home runs by Jeff Mathis and Brian Specht. And he's retired the other 9. He trails 2-1. We go to the 4th inning now. Merloni popped up to short his first time up. Lou, Sweet Lou, coming up now. One thing about the Salt Lake Stingers, they might not make the playoffs this year. Again, it's a long shot, 2 down with 4 to play. But what they're really going to have to do is sweep the 51s to have even a remote chance. If they sweep, then Tacoma's got to lose 3 against Sacramento. Because if they lose 2 against Sacramento, even if Salt Lake sweeps, they will finish in a tie with Tacoma. And if it's tied, then Tacoma wins because they win the head-to-head matchup. They win the tiebreaker. Here's Lou Merloni now. And the pitch is inside. A fastball missing for ball 1. Merloni popped out to short his first time up. 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the 4th inning, 2-1 Salt Lake. We have more scores on the Tony Roman scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Eckert's breaking ball is in low. It is 2-0 on Merloni. So Lou, who certainly has been around the block, waits. Here's the look now by Eckert. And a 2-0 to Merloni. Takes a fastball inside. It's now 3-0. Merloni is from Massachusetts. He was with the Cleveland Indians last year. He hit .289 with 4 home runs for them. He takes one a little outside, very close. That's ball 4. That leadoff walk brings up Nick Gorneau. Okay, in Miami, the Marlins beat the Mets 4-2. Dontrelle Willis is now 19-8 for the Marlins. He beat Victor Zambrano, and Todd Jones, who has at least 1 save, but I think it's 8 or 9 ball clubs. I mean, he's like, have arm, will travel. He got his 33rd save for the Marlins. And here's Gorneau, who checked his swing and grounded out to second, leading off the second. Eckert's breaking ball, good pitch, swung on and missed, 0-1, pitch down and away. The Cubs won at Pittsburgh 7-3. Greg Maddux got his 11th win. It's going to be tough for Maddux to win 15. He's got to get 4 more wins. He's got the rest of the month to do it. But if he can do it, I think that's 18 straight years with 15 wins. And not even Cy Young did that. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gorneau. Looper in the shallow center field, and that's in front of DJ Jackson for a base hit. So Looper by Gorneau. Looked like he was jammed that time. 2 on now with 2 out. Merloni stopped at second base on that base hit. That's the 3rd hit off Eckert. First and second, nobody out. And here's Jem Mathis, who homered to right center in the second. Josh Fogg took the loss for the Pirates. Ryan Dempster got his 21st save for the Cubs, who had home runs by Michael Barrett, his 14th, and Nomar Garciaparra, his 5th. The Phillies won at Washington 7-1. Padilla got the win, his 8th, over John Halama. And David Bell hit his 7th home run to help the Phillies win. The pitch. Fastball. Mathis swings and misses, and the count is 0-1. In the American League, in the top of the second, Oakland rolled a 6 in the first inning against the Yankees. Oakland 6, the Yankees nothing. The Yankees batting in the top of the second. Danny Herron, the beneficiary of all that big first inning outburst by the A's. There's a sinker low to Mathis, 1-1. And among the Oakland runs in the first, well, they had a home run by Bobby Kielty, his 9th. A long way to go in that one in Oakland. Middle of the third, Seattle won, the Angels nothing now. That's in Anaheim. Here's the 1-1 to Mathis. And the all-star catcher takes a slider down to the way, ball 2. 2-1. Cleveland leading at Minnesota 6-1 in the 9th inning. Ben Broussard, his 15th home run. Grady Sizemore, number 16 for the Indians, who began the night 74, I beg your pardon. 74, that is, and 59. This will be a 2-1 to Mathis. Fastball is inside. It's 3-1. 2-1 Salt Lake now. And we're in the top of the 4th inning. In Kansas City, Texas 7, the Royals 3 there in the 7th inning. Rod Barajas, a home run for Texas. And he's got 17 now. We have some American League Finals to pass along also. 3 balls and a strike. Eckert trying to work himself out of 4th inning trouble. And Mathis waits. Here's the pitch. Fastball grounded to third base. It's off the glove of Cabrera. Now the throw goes to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Cabrera juggled it and somehow maintained control. Got the ball to second base to Young for the force out on Gorneau. Without the juggle, it's likely to be a double play with Mathis, the catcher, running. But the 51s will have to settle for a 5-4 force play. On the play, Merloni takes third base. There is 1 out. Runners are at the corners. And the batter's right fielder, Luke Allen, who popped out to second his first time up. In Chicago, the White Sox defeated Detroit 9-1. Freddie Garcia, his 12th win over Sean Douglas. 3 home runs for the White Sox, Willie Harris, Juan Uribe, and Carl Everett hit his 22nd. Big curveball taken high to Allen, ball 1. Blue Jays got 2 in the 8th inning, and they beat Tampa Bay 4-3. Scott Schoenweiss, the former Angel, got his 3rd win for the Jays. Toronto back to 500 now. Joe Borowski took the loss for Tampa Bay. Batista got a save, his 25th. There's a ground ball to first, backing up by Myro, who goes to second for 1. Back to first base, too late. On the play, Merlone scores. It's now 3-1 Salt Lake. Myro made a good pickup and a good throw to Theodoro, who made a good throw back to Eckert covering the bag. The key there was that the ball was not hit very hard, and it cracked Allen's bat. In fact, it jammed him. So the 51s did what they could at turn 2, but ball wasn't hit that hard, and Luke Allen hustling up the line beat the throw. So that one goes 3-6 on the force play. Mathis is off the bases. Merlone scores. And it is a 3-1 lead for Salt Lake, and the batter's Brandon Wood, who struck out in the 2nd. The pitch. The runner goes to pitch outside, throw to second base. He is going to be out of there. The rookie catcher Gutierrez made a nice throw down there to nail Luke Allen trying to steal second base. And the inning is over. Stingers take advantage of the leadoff walk to get a run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Salt Lake 3, 51s 1.
I've never seen a lineup quite like this one. The kitchen is loaded. The placemats are set. The bowls are on the table. He sees his granola crunch. He grabs the door. He swings. It's Anderson Dairy Milk all the way. Nothing makes breakfast taste better than milk. Over cereal with eggs, toast, and jam, or add some chocolate and shake things up. Here's our pitch. Milk. It's a real team player. From Anderson Dairy, the dairy experts.
When you think about it, not all days are created equal. Take Tuesday. Tuesday's major claim to fame is that it's not quite as bad as Monday. And when was the last time anyone wrote a song about Thursday? But then there's Saturday, a day you wake up because you want to, not because you have to. Saturday has a place of its very own, slow. And now it has a bank of its very own, Bank of America. Right now, you'll enjoy more convenience with Saturday hours at a Bank of America location near you, where you can do the kind of unhurried banking that's not easy to do between Monday and Friday. Open a new account, apply for a home loan, find out how easy it is to pay bills online, free. Or sit down with a personal banker for a financial checkup. For a list of locations near you with Saturday hours, stop by your local Bank of America banking center today. It's all part of our plan to bring you higher standards because you have high expectations. Bank of America. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, friends. We're here in Salt Lake, and there's my first Freudian blooper of the day. We're here at Cashman Field, 3-1, Salt Lake leading it. And now the 51's coming up again against Kelvin Escobar, Jason Grabowski, Chin Fen Chin, and Cody Ross. We have more scores just to wrap things up. One more score, actually, on the Tony Romo scoreboard. American League at Fenway today. Baltimore beat Boston 7-3. The rookie John Maine got the win over DiNardo. And it's a drive to left center. There's nobody there. That ball's in the gap going to the wall. Over to pick it up is Gorneau, and Prieto. Prieto gets it, fires it back in, and in the second base for the double is Jason Grabowski. So Grabowski struck out in his first at bat, and he laces a double. 51's down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Chin Feng Chin will come up now. So Chin will come up. He grounded out to third his first time up. 4 hits for Las Vegas. And Salt Lake with 3 hits. Salt Lake with solo home runs by Jeff Mathis and Brian Specht. And 51's a solo home run by the rookie D.J. Jackson. Escobar getting set. Grabowski off second base. Escobar has a little glance back at him. Here he comes. Fastball. There's a strike on the outside corner. It is 0-1 to Chin Feng Chen. Oakland just picked up another run in the bottom of the second. They lead the Yankees 7-0 now. DePaula pitching for the Yankees. He is on in relief. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Chen. Fastball just outside. That was pretty close. And the count is now a ball and a strike to Chen. But Cody Ross getting loose in the on-deck area. Jimmy Moore is pitching for Seattle in Anaheim. 1-0 Mariners in the third. Here's the 1-1 look now. Escobar from the stretch position. and delivers to Chen. Fastball, that's a little low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. The Yankee starter was Al Leiter, but Al Leiter, it was not Al's day. He was knocked out in the first inning, 2/3 of an inning, allowing 5 hits and a walk and 6 earned runs. And so DePaula has come in. Danny Herron pitching for the 8th. Here's the 2-1 to Chen. And he reaches out in that low slider and chops it foul to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. And we'll get some PCL scores rocking and rolling also for you in a little bit. Two and 2. Escobar looks in at Mathis now as Grabowski leads away from second base. Center fielder Prieto shifting toward right center for Chen. Much further over toward right center than most teams tend to play Chen. Here's the 2-2 stretch by Escobar. And the pitch. And he reaches out and fouls it off to the right back out of play. Nice play by a fan. Oh, man. Now, somebody's got to give that fan a contract. That is a big-time defensive play right there. Outstanding. 2 and 2. Now, Escobar collects the sign once again from Jeff Mathis and delivers the 2-2 to Chen. And a fastball, a call, 3rd strike near the inside corner. Chen not too happy with the call. A little glance back at A.J. Wendell as he walks away. But that is the 6th strikeout for Escobar. 1 out of the batter, Cody Ross, who struck out his first time up. 3-1 Salt Lake in the home half of the 4th. So Escobar trying to get healthy to help the Angels with their playoff push. The Angels with Bartolo Colon and John Lackey helping to anchor that rotation up there. They're fighting it out with the A's atop the American League West. Here's the pitch to Ross. And a fastball is in there. First strike, 0-1. Escobar got Ross on a breaking ball this first time around. And, of course, Salt Lake. Again, whether they make the playoffs or not, it has been a relatively successful year for the franchise. And it really, manager Dino Evil deserves a lot of credit because they've had a stunning number of transactions. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Cody Ross. He hits a fly ball to right center field. He got under it, so Prieto and Allen are converging. It's Allen the right fielder making the catch for the second out. And Grabowski holding at second base. Luke Allen has one of the strongest arms anywhere. And so with 2 outs, the batter is Mike Cabrera, the third baseman who struck out his first time up. Lou Merloni is the latest fellow outside of this young shortstop, Brandon Wood, to join the team. And when he started at third base Monday night, he became the 53rd different player. So with Wood now, that's 54 different players to don the Salt Lake uniform this year. That's plenty. In fact, that breaks the franchise mark, which was set last year as far as the Salt Lake franchise goes. Cabrera takes a strike. It's 0-1. The team has also used a record 28 different pitchers this year. There have been 122 roster moves this season compared to just 113 at this time last year. So that's not easy on a skipper. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Cabrera, not to mention some of the players. That fastball is sliced foul off to the left back out of play. 0-2 on Mike Cabrera. By the way, speaking of good managerial jobs, congratulations to Dan Roan, the manager of the Tacoma Rainiers. Just left this morning after the 4-game split here. He was named the PCL Manager of the Year today for the 3rd time. Another good job by Dan Roan. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a chopper up the middle. Second baseman Carrasco to his right, backhands it, throws to first base, and gets his man. 51s have a leadoff double, but cannot cash in on it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the 5th inning. Salt Lake 3, 51s 1.
Have you ever seen the world from behind the wheel of an RV? Have you ever roasted marshmallows over an open fire and told spooky tales? Have you ever just wanted to grab the kids and go with ease? Well, now's your chance. Come down to DKRV today and check out our large selection of motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. New, pre-owned, gas or diesel, we have it all. DKRV, 3675 Boulder Highway, just south of Sahara. 436 DKRV.
Bob,
what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking that I'm currently uncertain about our future. I'm afraid that if I tell you how much I love you, I'll chase you away.
Bob has ESP.
Oh, Bob, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
But clearly, Bob doesn't have ESPN.
I love you, Susan.
Sad. It's just sad. But this isn't. Right now, get our best deal of the year. Cox Digital Cable free for 2 months. You'll get 185 channels featuring ESPN, Fox Sports, NBA TV, Golf Channel, and many more. All your favorite channels free for 2 months, including the highly anticipated July 29th launch of the NFL Network with on-demand technology so you can watch highlights of every NFL game on game day and throughout the week. You can't get that with satellite. Don't delay. Get your 2 free months of Cox Digital Cable today. Call 967-3603. That's 967-3603. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Welcome back again, friends. We're here at Cashman Field at the end of 4. Salt Lake leads it by a score of 3-1. Over the 51s, Harold Eckert will pitch the 5th inning now to Brandon Wood, Ryan Buddy, and Brian Speck. Discussing Harold Eckert before, young righty. Finishing up his 2nd year with the 51s. Florida International, his school, and Eckert still stays in touch with his coach from that school. Big influence on Harold. Here's the windup and the pitch to Brandon Wood. And a fastball dips in low ball 1. 1 ball to no strikes. Anyway, Eckert, as I said, hasn't won in a while, but he has certainly pitched well enough to win a number of the games that he hasn't won. There's a slider outside, and the count to Wood is 2 balls and no strikes. The start, he made a couple of starts ago in Tacoma, going 6 strong innings, but only getting 1 run of support. That was a case in point. Here's the 2-0. Wood hits a foul ball off to the right over the press box, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Last time out, in fact, the last 2 starts Eckert has made has been against Portland. Once here, once in Portland. The Beavers did hit him pretty hard, and he lost both starts. As far as the Salt Lake team goes, pitches foul to the plate, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eckert, remember, he was in the bullpen for the first couple of weeks of the season. He made an excellent relief appearance in Salt Lake on April 12th, 3 scoreless innings, and then pitched against them a couple of times here in later on in April. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Brandon Wood. Eckert reading Gutierrez, and Wood calling time and relaxing for a moment. 3-1 Salt Lake. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-1. Fastball, a high drive to deep right field. Ross going back on this ball. Ross is at the track waiting. He's got it as he steps in front of the track now to get it. So Brandon Wood, as I said, 43 long balls in Class A. Hit that one decently, but hit under it too much. And so, deep fly out to right. 1 gone, and the batter, Ryan Buddy. The last time Eckert faced this ball club, Salt Lake, was in Salt Lake, July 23rd. It was game 1 of a doubleheader. And Eckert took the loss. But again, a respectable effort by Eckert. He went 6 innings and allowed 4 runs, but the 51s were shut out. So he was going to lose regardless. Here's the pitch to Buddy. And the breaking ball's low inside ball 1. Buddy grounded out to third, his first time up. There are 4 games left in the regular season, and what's interesting is the issue is still in doubt in 3 of the 4 divisions. It's very unusual. Usually you get down to 4 games, and maybe there's 1 race left going. Here's the 1-0, and Buddy takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Sacramento running away and hiding once again, and the only team over 500 in the PCL Pacific South. And again, Tacoma trying to hold off the Stingers. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Buddy. It's a high fly to left field. Should be caught. Coming over for it is Chen. He's waiting, and he grabs it, and there are 2 outs, and the batter's Brian Speck. And then in the American North, the Nashville Sounds lead Omaha by 1 game with 4 games to play. Nashville is at home against Round Rock for the last 4, while Omaha is at Oklahoma, a team that themselves is trying to clinch the American South. They're half a game up on Albuquerque with 4 to play. Albuquerque is at Memphis. The pitch is outside ball 1. 1-0. So the plot thickens and thickens some more in those races. Speck homer down the right field line in the 3rd. 1 ball to no strikes on Speck, and Eckert rocks, delivers. And that's sinking fastballs inside the kneecaps. It is 2 balls and no strikes on Brian Speck. Nashville has defeated Round Rock 5-3. That's a very important win for Nashville because they have not been playing well at all. There's the 2-0 to Specht. He takes a strike on the outside, 2-1. Nashville threatening to duplicate the collapse of the 64 Phillies. They had a very big lead a couple of weeks ago. It's melted down to one game because Omaha's been playing well. Right on their tail now. Specht lifts one to shallow left. Theodore going out. Chen coming in, and Chen can't get it. Bounces behind him, and Theodore backs him up and fires it to Young, holding Specht to a bloop single. Good hustle by Nick Theodoro. Otherwise, it might have been 2 bases for Specht. Chen came in hard, couldn't quite get it. Looping single left. Specht is now 2 for 2. And here's Prieto, who's grounded to first and bunted back to the box. 3-1 Salt Lake. 2 outs, top of the 5th. So a big win there for Nashville. Meanwhile, Memphis beat Albuquerque 2-1, and Memphis is out of their race. So by beating Albuquerque, that Albuquerque's 7-game win streak is over. Specht goes, the pitch is low, throw to second base. He is safe. Another good throw by the rookie catcher Gutierrez, who just threw Luke Allen out to end the 4th. A strong throw, but Specht had a great jump off of Eckert. And for Specht, his 12th steal in 19 attempts. Well, Gutierrez, though, got a good arm. Winging the ball down there. 1 ball and no strikes on Prieto. New Orleans beat Iowa 11-6. And in the 8th inning, Omaha leads Oklahoma 4-3. The pitch misses to Prieto, and the count is 2-0. So that's a tight one. In fact, Omaha just got 3 runs in the 8th inning to take that lead in Oklahoma. So if Omaha wins, they'll stay 1 back of Nashville, and Oklahoma will stay half a game ahead of Albuquerque, which already lost. There's the 2-0 pitch to Prieto, and a fastball's inside and low. 3-0. Alberto Callaspo is on deck. Great time of the year. Scoreboard watching in the big leagues, scoreboard watching in AAA, and a lot of great races all the way around. 7th inning, Fresno 3, Colorado Springs 2. And Tacoma leads Sacramento 3-0 in the 3rd now in Tacoma. There's a 3-0 to Prieto, and there's a strike, 3-1. And that game is, of course, of most importance to Salt Lake. Salt Lake needs a lot of help from Sacramento. The River Cats are tuning up for the playoffs. In fact, if Tacoma goes ahead and wins the division, and they're close to doing that, it will be Tacoma and Sacramento in round 1, so they'll wind up playing each other several times in a row. 3-1 pitch as a high drive to right, hit well. Going back is Ross on the run, and Ross reaches, and Cody Ross makes an excellent running catch to the left of the 364 side on the warning track. Oh, what a fine running play by Ross. And the inning is over. In the Salt Lake 5th inning, no runs to hit, no errors, and 1 man left. And at the end of 4 1/2, Salt Lake 3 to 51-1.
Hey, 51 fans, the smell of victory is closer than you think. 2 juicy beef patties, hot grilled onions, fresh crisp fries. Come get your taste of it at any of the 7 In-N-Out locations throughout Vegas. To find the In-N-Out nearest you, call toll-free 1-800-786-1000, or simply get in your car, roll down the window, and follow your nose. In-N-Out is a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas 51, as well as the hungry fans like you that support them.
Hello, Best Western.
Hi, I'd like to book a room.
Sure, for how long?
5 months, so 161 days.
161 days?
Yep. I don't want to miss out on any bobbleheads.
Wow, I guess so.
Stay at any Best Western in California, Nevada, and Hawaii between April 7th and September 15th and ask for the baseball rate. You'll get up to 25% off your stay and get a free limited edition bobblehead, a different Major League star in their minor league uniform with each stay. Log on to TravelBestWestern.com for additional terms or call 1-800-WESTERN. Guests must register in advance and quantities are limited.
It's summertime, and you know what that means. You're going to need a deliciously cool treat to survive those hot days. Introducing the newest creation from Baskin-Robbins, Frozen Custard, a premium ice cream treat that's rich, creamy, and oh so smooth. It's not your typical ice cream. It's a velvety sensation that will leave your taste buds wanting more. This scoopable delight is rich, thick, and creamy, unlike anything you've ever tasted. Enjoy our new custard in a cup, waffle cone, or in a signature sundae. The new Frozen Custard at Baskin-Robbins. What shape will yours take?
Welcome back again, my friends. Bottom of the 5th inning, Salt Lake leading by a score 3-1 over the Las Vegas 51s. And Kelvin Escobar on his rehab assignment from the parent Angels facing the 8-9-1 Las Vegas 51s. A couple of rookies, Gabriel Gutierrez and D.J. Jackson and Nick Theodoro at the top of the order. The pitch. And the breaking ball's a little high. Ball one. Gutierrez struck out in the third through 4 innings. Escobar has given up 1 run on a home run by D.J. Jackson. 4 hits. Hasn't walked anybody, and he struck out 6. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Gutierrez swings, linesman foul to right, back out of play. There's 1 ball and 1 strike now. The other PCL score, Portland leads Tucson 2-1 in the bottom of the third in Portland. And there you have it. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Escobar to the motion. The 1-1 pitch to Gutierrez. A ground ball to the left side. Shortstop Wood goes to his right, can't get it. Base hit. There is the first AAA hit for Gutierrez, and I believe they're going to get that ball and make sure it gets into the dugout. Let's see. Escobar is holding the ball now. And he's looking toward the 51 dugout, but he still has the ball, so we'll see. And apparently, that ball is going to stay in play. Okay. Apparently, Mr. Gutierrez, not one for sentiment. A righty's up in the Las Vegas bullpen now. That is Mike New throwing down there. And here's Jackson, who homered to left his first time up. The pitch. Fastball. It's a called strike near the inside corner. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Salt Lake. 51's a run on 5 hits and no errors. Every run but 1 in this game has come in via the home run. The 0-1 to D.J. Jackson. Portland native swings and misses at this cutter, and the count is 0-2. 2 strikes on young D.J. Nick Theodoro is on deck. Gutierrez, 1 for 2 on the night. Off the bag at first base, hands on his knees, held on by Buddy. Gutierrez made a couple of strong throws in this game. And the stretch here by Escobar. Now he's off the rubber. General Motors trivia coming up in just a little while. Here's the 0-2 stretch. And the pitch. Fastball, that's inside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The latest move as far as promotions go from the Salt Lake Club standpoint. Zach Sorensen, infielder, was called up by the Angels today. And that meant that shortstop Brandon Wood was called up from Class A Rancho Cucamonga to Salt Lake, bypassing AA. Talked about Wood's gaudy power numbers in the California League. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Jackson. Escobar from the stretch position. Now he comes home. And Jackson swings and misses for strike 3. Quick throw to first by Mathis. And Gutierrez dives back in safely. That's 7 strikeouts for Escobar. Takes care of Jackson, who's 1 for 2. And here's Theodoro, who is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second, and he has struck out. Tomorrow, the last night game of the year here at Cashman Field. Fan Appreciation Night, big fireworks show, all kinds of gifts are going to be given out. And we sold a lot of tickets for that game. We invite you to come on out. And then the last 2 games, both day games, Sunday and Monday, both 12:05. Here's Theodoro. And the pitch is outside ball 1. And that's it for 0-5. 1 ball and no strikes is the count. Escobar trying to finish the 5th inning now with Theodoro at the plate. Off first base is Gutierrez. Here's a look, and the 1-0 to Nick Theodoro. UCLA product waiting in the pitch. He swings it to ground ball to short. Woods got it. He goes to second. That's 1 on the first double play. And the inning is over. 6-4-3 it goes. 51s are finished in the 5th. No runs on a hit. No errors and no one left at the end of 5. The score, Salt Lake 3, Las Vegas 1.
What a game this is turning out to be. But hey, while there's a lull in the action, why not grab a cold one? After all, it's pretty warm out there. In fact, make mine a cold, refreshing glass of water from Crystal Peak Water Company. You see, Crystal Peak Water uses a meticulous 6-step process for absolutely pure and noticeably better tasting water. For easy startup delivery service to your home or office, call 88 Water. That's 889-2837. Crystal Peak Water Company. Clearly better tasting water.
Hey, you know what's cool? Strutting into a downtown Las Vegas classic like you own the place. Hitting the casino for some gambling like it used to be. At the blackjack tables, on the slot machines, in the sports book, and in the poker room. Having a meal that make the chefs at some of the new frou-frou joints on the Strip question their own culinary credentials. Or hanging with your friends before catching the headliner in the showroom, and the whole time getting treated with the kind of service that snatched the AAA Four Diamond Award for 28 consecutive years. You locals know what I'm talking about. Golden Nugget Las Vegas. It's been the jewel of downtown since 1946, and yeah, that's cool. Golden Nugget Las Vegas. That's downtown Las Vegas. Come in, and like the boys with the 51s know, you better come to play. Get more at goldennugget.com.
Welcome back again, my friends. We're here indeed. And we're in the top of the sixth inning at 3-1 lead for the Salt Lake Stingers in game one of this four-game series. Harold Eckert threw 5, has allowed 3 runs. He has allowed 4 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. The walk did cost him, though. He walked Lou Merlone opening up the 4th. And Merlone took second on Gourneau's single, went to third on a fielder's choice, which might have been a double play, but rookie third baseman Cabrera had some trouble. He juggled it, and then he got the force play, and then Luke Allen hit into a force play, scoring Merlone, and was caught stealing to finish the inning. Here's Alberto Callaspo, the pitch, at sinker's low ball 1-0. Top of the sixth inning, Salt Lake leading it by a score 3-1. Callaspo is lined out to second, grounded out to first, and Eckert's 1-0 pitch. Fastball's high ball 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Eckert delivers 2-0. And it's a chop up the first base side foul, headed to the dugout. It is a 2-1 count on Alberto Callaspo. So, tomorrow it is Scott Erickson versus Chris Buchek. And in the Sunday contest, Eric Stoltz versus Evan Thomas as a line drive to deep right. Hooking in the corner, it's a fair ball up against the wall on one hop, taken by Ross, who fires to second. Here comes Callaspo. He slides in with a double. Ross made a strong throw, but Callaspo runs well, and he beats the throw. He's got a double to open things up in the sixth inning. And the batter, Lou Merlone. Lou Merlone has popped to short, and then he walked leading off the fourth and eventually scored on Luke Allen's fielder's choice. Okay, Eckert going up to the top of the mound now. By the way, the 51's manager, Jerry Royster, is not here this evening. He'll be back tomorrow. Now, a throw to first base, they want to appeal, saying that Callaspo missed first. Monroe catches Eckert's toss and steps on the bag, and first baseman Casey Moser indicates, nope, he did touch the base, so we'll reset, and Lou Merlone, the veteran right-handed hitter in the box now. Here's the stretch, and the pitch. It's up and in, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Lou Merlone. Nick Gourneau is on deck. Now, Eckert squints in at Gutierrez as he gets his sign. Straightening up. Callaspo off second. A good-sized lead there. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Callaspo bluffs to steal, and the pitch veers inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Congratulations to 51's catcher Mike Rose. In case you haven't heard, he got called up by the Dodgers. And Rose, a well-deserved call. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Merlone now. Breaking ball is swing and a miss. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Rose hit .259 with 5 homers and 36 RBIs this year for the 51s. And that's one reason why Gutierrez, the catcher, is here now. 2 balls and a strike. Callaspo off second base. Merlone waits. And Eckert taking his time now in the top of the sixth inning with Salt Lake leading by a score of 3-1. Each team has 5 hits. The 2-1 is a pop fly in the shallow right center. Ross and Jackson. It's going to be Ross, the right fielder, to make the catch. Tagging is Callaspo. He's going to third. Here comes the throw. He slides. He's safe. Close play at third. And Callaspo is in there. Good throw by Cody Ross. And Cabrera caught it and applied the tag to Callaspo just a little bit late. Well, Ross has made 2 good throws in the inning. First on Callaspo's double, throwing to second base a little late. And that was pretty close. But Callaspo just got in there. So now the 51s pull the infield in with Kayaspo at third and one out. Here's Gorneau, who has grounded out on a check swing and single to center in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. 3-1 Salt Lake, top of the sixth. The pitch from Eckert. Fastball up and in, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. The look now by Eckert. And the pitch to Nick Gorneau. Fastball, that's up and in, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count. So Rose was the only 51's player to be called up for now. But Jerry Royster has said that there might be more. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Gorneau. Breaking ball, that's a strike. Good pitch. 2-1. The season, of course, ends after Monday's game, the Labor Day game at 12:05 against Salt Lake. And it's possible that more of the 51s will get called up at that time. We'll see. Rose, of course, his second call-up of the year. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Gorneau. Eckert kicks, delivers. Breaking ball, that's outside, dropped by Gutierrez. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Jeff Mathis waits on deck. Gorneau digging in. Kayaspo at third base, 1 gone. Everybody in close in the 51's infield. Here's the 3-1 to Gorneau. Fastball. That's a little bit inside ball 4. Eckert thought he had a strike. He kind of jumped off the mound right there. Close pitch. And that's the second man he's walked. That does set up a double play possibility for catcher Jeff Mathis, who in this game has homered, and he hit a ground ball to third, resulting in a force play. That was in the fourth, so he's 1 for 2. Mike New continuing to throw in the 51's pen. He was throwing, then he stopped and has resumed his throwing now. Throw to first base, and back in there standing up is Nick Gorneau. Gorneau has 7 steals, has been caught 6 times. And Mathis at 274 stepping in now. Eckert gets set. Out of a stretch. Here he comes. And the slider's outside, ball 1. Jeff Mathis has, for quite a while now, been considered one of the better Angels prospects in the system. He did not have great numbers at Double-A last year. And in part, they say because of some of the really good talent around him, was promoted from Double-A, leaving him with less protection, and he bombs one to left field, and that one is way out of here. Jeff Mathis hits a 3-run home run in the top of the 6th inning, and Salt Lake now leads by a score of 6-1. Mathis second of the game, his 19th of the year. So he hit one to right center in the second. Now he goes down the left field line in the 6th. So a double, a flyout, a walk, and a 3-run home run. And it's the 3rd home run by the Stingers in this game. And they now lead 6-1, and the batter is Luke Allen. Allen has popped out and driven in a run with a fielder's choice, and he takes an off-speed pitch up and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. So only 1 out at the top of the 6th. And the Stingers now, again, have scored all their runs except 1 via the home run. Allen swings and misses. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Luke. And Allen was with the 51s when he would come up to the plate, especially in tight situations. It would sound like people were booing, but they weren't. They were saying, Luke. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Luke, and the fastball's high, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Allen has put up good numbers offensively almost everywhere he's been, and of course he's got that cannon for an arm. Here's the 2-1 pitch to him, and the fastball's inside, ball 3. 3-1. Brandon Wood is on deck. 51's bullpen, a ton of work in the Tacoma series, and so Eckert now trying to work through the 6th. Here's the 2-1 to Allen. Good breaking ball. He swings and he misses, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Allen facing Harold Eckert. 1 out, nobody on in the top half of the 6th inning. And it's now a 6-1 lead for Salt Lake. Eckert back with a 2-2. High drive to deep center. Jackson going back on the dead run. He can't get it. It bounces and goes off the base of the wall. Now he fires it in. Allen trying for 3 bases. The relay by Theodoro. He slides and he's in there. The ball gets away from Cabrera, backed up by Eckert. It is a triple for Luke Allen. his 7th triple of the year. And with one out, the batter's Brandon Wood. Jackson got a decent jump. He immediately turned his back on home plate and went on a dead sprint, but the ball was just hit too far. So Allen triples. And here's Wood, who has struck out and flat out to deep right. Again, this young man, the name to remember as far as the Angels' future is concerned. Rancho Cucamonga, Class A ball, he hit .321 with 43 home runs, which is a record for that team. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball, swing and a miss on one. The 51s have the infield in again. 115 RBIs. Wow. Well, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Allen off third. Here it comes. And a ground ball to third base. Taken by Cabrera. He throws home. And now they've got Allen trapped. Gutierrez, the catcher, flips it back to Cabrera, who tags Allen out near third base. That is a fielder's choice, which goes 5-2 to 5. Allen is out, 2 outs. Wood at first base, and the batter will be Ryan Buddy. Well, that's why the 51s had the infield in the case of a ground ball like that. Allen running on contact is trapped and tagged out. Wood is 0 for 3. And with 2 outs, here's Ryan Buddy, who's grounded to short and flat out to left. Review Journal today talked about how Jerry Royster said that he's hoping that one of the 51s to be called up will be Brian Myro. That's what Royster is hoping for. Here's the pitch. Buddy takes a pitch just under the knees for ball 1. Myro leads the team with 72 RBIs and is tied with Nakamura for the home run lead with 22. And he also has hit very well in the clutch for this team. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Buddy. And the breaking ball's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And we'll see about that beyond Monday. One and one. The look now by Eckert. And with Wood off first, the pitch. And the slider's outside 2-1. So Mike Rose goes up, and he wasn't supposed to play yesterday, but he had to be pressed into service when Nakamura left the game after he hurt his knee. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Wood leads off first base. And Buddy waits on a 2-1 pitch from Eckert. Here it is. And it's a strike on the outside, just above the knees. 2-2 to count. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Salt Lake. 51's 1-5-0. The Stingers are trying to win their 6th straight. 2-2. And Eckert again ready. 2-2 pitch. He drops down from the side and delivers outside. 3-2. Mike New has sat down. But both bullpens are quiet for now. Of course, Escobar has pitched very well through 5 innings, allowing a DJ Jackson solo homer and little else. 3-2. And Wood will take off on this pitch, so Myro not bothering to hold him on. Eckert nods yes to Gutierrez. And the runner goes. Pitch bounces in. That's ball 4. That's the 3rd walk issued by Eckert. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And here is Specht, the DH, who has homered and singled and also has a stolen base. He is 2 for 2. Time call. Roger McDowell goes to the mound. Pat Mahomes gets up in the bullpen. And the 51's other catcher for the time being, Rotson Heel, and Mahomes begin to play catch down there right now. Meanwhile, in the Salt Lake pen, nobody is throwing, but somebody else has trotted down there, and I think they're going to get somebody up in a moment now. Okay. McDowell heads back to the first base dugout. And with Wood at second and Buddy at first, here is Specht. 2 for 2. Eckert looks into Gutierrez for a sign. And Specht waiting on Eckert, working very deliberately here. Now here's the pitch. That's low, ball 1. 1-0. Specht, who is from Colorado Springs, played about half the season with Salt Lake last year and hit .237. 1 ball and no strikes. Eckert again set, and the 1-0 to Specht is now on its way. And that slider's inside, ball 2. Eckert has walked Buddy, and he's fallen behind Specht. 2 balls and no strikes. Chris Prieto on deck. The 2-0. That's low. It's now 3-0. So Eckert now has already walked 2 in the inning, and he's fallen behind Speck 3 balls and no strikes. And he picks up the next time from Gutierrez. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Speck. And he swings and grounds it foul off the facing near the first base dugout. And it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Mahomes throwing more seriously now down in the bullpen. 3-1. Speck, switch hitter, batting left-handed, waiting on Eckert. Here's a 3-1 look. And the pitch is on its way. The runners go. The pitch is high for ball 4. And Cabrera makes a throw that is not necessary to third. He gets away from Cabrera. And a runner's going to score on a throwing error by catcher Gutierrez. The runners were going. The pitch was ball 4, which meant there was no reason for a throw. But Gutierrez, I guess, has a reflex, fired down there. It went off Cabrera's glove. And so the ball went into foul territory. Wood came around to score. And Buddy ends up at third base. And at first base on the walk is Speck. And the batter is the 9th man to bat in the inning, Chris Prieto. So now 3 walks in the inning. And 4 overall for Eckert. And here's Prieto, who's 0 for 3. The pitch. And it's inside ball 1. 1-0. It is now 7-1 Salt Lake in the top of the 6th. And the inning began with Callaspo, who's now on deck, doubling. Merloni flat out, then Gordo walked, and Mathis homered. And Allen tripled. As a line drive to the right for a base hit toward the line. Ross over to pick it up. In to score is Buddy. Speck goes over to third base and an RBI single by Prieto. It's now 8-1 Salt Lake. And the 10th man to come up, Albert Callaspo, will be coming up now. Jerry Royster, as I mentioned earlier, is not here. He is in Sacramento because of a death in the family. So Mariano Duncan, taking over the managerial chores, will pull Eckert right now. And Pat Mahomes will come in here in the top of the 6th inning. The Stingers ended the inning leading 3-1. They tacked on 5. And Eckert will leave with 2 outs. And 2 men on. This pitching change sponsored by Red Rock Mechanical. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, check out Red Rock Mechanical. Call them at 853-7135. Back with more right after this.
Getting tired of the same old kind of sports bar with the same old food, tired atmosphere, and lackluster service?
Hey, you'll get your beer, just wait in line.
Well, if you're into the sports bar scene but are ready for a refreshing change from the same old, then the place for you is Carmine's Little Italy Instant Replay. What makes Carmine's Little Italy Instant Replay different? For starters, they feature a full Italian menu at reasonable prices with outstanding authentic Italian entrees and daily specials like penne scallops on Mondays and delicious stuffed salmon on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, you can enjoy a fabulous 14-ounce ribeye grilled to your liking. And on Fridays, Carmine's Little Italy Instant Replay proudly serves a wonderful osso buco. Now, how many sports bars can do that? So the next time you want to kick back and enjoy the game with great food, head over to either one of Carmine's 2 locations. On the west side at 2940 South Durango off of Edna, and in Henderson on Mark Street near Warm Springs. Carmine's Little Italy Instant Replay, the sports bar with a touch of class.
American Family followed us everywhere.
Wherever they moved, Brad and Kim Tyler liked the security of having American Family Auto Insurance.
All I had to do was call my agent, and immediately they follow up on it.
They're very responsive.
They take care of us.
Call today for a free, no-obligation auto quote. American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
See the yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you and call today or visit us at amfam.com.
Welcome back again, friends. We're here in Las Vegas at Cashman Field. Salt Lake has broken open a 3-1 game by tacking on 5 runs, and they lead 8-1. And Harold Eckert was pitching pretty well through 5, but he is lifted now with 2 outs in the 6th. Eckert walked 2 the last 3 men he faced, and then Prieto singled in a run. And now Pat Mahomes will face Alberto Callaspo, who's lined out, grounded out, and opened this inning with a double, and eventually scored on Jeff Mathis' home run. So, Eckert goes 5 2/3, gives up 8 hits, walks 4, and strikes out 1. And allows so far 8 runs. And the 2 men on base are his. Speck at third, Prieto at first. And Mahomes, who's getting a lot of work lately, getting set. The runner from first goes, then the breaking ball is low, ball 1, no throw by Gutierrez. And taking second base uncontested is Chris Prieto. 1-0. 8-1 Salt Lake, and we're in the top of the sixth. Mahomes delivering the 1-0. Callaspo hits a ground ball to second. Right there's Young to glove it, and he tosses over to Myro, and the inning is over. So 10 men bat, however, and half of them score. 5 runs in the inning. On a total of 4 base hits, there was 1 error. 2 men left on base, and at the end of 5 1/2 to score, Salt Lake 8 and the 51s won.
One company, Advanced Imaging Solutions. One company providing total document imaging solutions from Kia Saramita. One company with experienced local professionals who offer a powerful lineup of fully networkable Kia Saramita office technology. Copying, network printing, document finishing, scan to fax, or email. Kia Saramita document solutions that streamline workflow and help your people work more productively and efficiently. Advanced Imaging Solutions. One company that builds strong, long-lasting customer service relationships based on honesty, integrity, and respect. Total Document Solutions from Kia Saramita and Advanced Imaging Solutions. A partnership that will simply improve your business. To see the full line of digital document solutions from Kia Saramita, call Advanced Imaging Solutions, 951-4AIS. Kia Saramita from Advanced Imaging Solutions, providing total document solutions.
Check out the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget Casino in beautiful North Las Vegas. Whether you're looking for hot gaming action, great dining, bowling, or you just want to shoot some pool over an ice cold one, we've got it all. This week in Touchdown Sports Lounge, 30-cent wings and solid drafts. Catch your favorite games on our 10-foot wide screen here on Las Vegas Boulevard, just north of Lake Mead. Stop by today and try the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget.
Welcome back again, friends. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's an 8-1 lead for Salt Lake over the 51s. Kelvin Escobar now has a healthy lead at 8-1. It'll be Delwyn Young, which has been the biggest problem for Escobar in this game. And then Brian Myro and Jason Grabowski. Young has doubled and singled in 2 at-bats, both hits to the opposite field. Friends, victims of Hurricane Katrina are trying to recover from the incredible storm that is still making its way across the mid-Atlantic states. And American Red Cross volunteers have been deployed to the hardest hit areas of Katrina's destruction, supplying hundreds of thousands of victims left homeless with critical necessities. By making a financial gift to Hurricane 2005 relief, the Red Cross can provide shelter, food, counseling, and other assistance to those in need. If you'd like to make a monetary donation to the Red Cross Hurricane 2005 Relief Fund, you can bring your donation here to Cashman Field to the information booth, which is located behind Section 8 on the concourse level. And checks can also be made payable to the Red Cross Hurricane 2005 Relief Fund. Again, here at the ballpark, at the information booth located behind Section 8 on the concourse level. Young hits a fly ball to left, toward the line. Gorneau in position, though, to make the catch. And so Young hitting everything the other way in this game. He's 2 for 3. That fly ball hauled in by Gorneau. 1 out for Brian Myro. Myro has flied to right and grounded out to second. He's 0 for 2. And Escobar cruising along very well. He's been in a good rhythm so far. The pitch, fastball just inside ball 1. 1 ball to no strike. Speaking of donating, former baseball player and now Baltimore Ravens cornerback Deion Sanders has issued a challenge. Here's the 1-0 to Myro. He swings and misses 1-1. To all professional athletes at the major league levels to donate at least $1,000 apiece through payroll deductions to benefit the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Story from ESPN.com. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Myro, and the fastball is inside, ball 2. 2-1. Sanders has called on each team in the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball, as well as other pro sports, to help him reach a goal of $1.5 million to $3 million for the cause total. High fly ball to deep center. Prieto going back. Prieto's at the warning track, and this one's high off the fence. Now Prieto chasing it along with Gorneau. On his way to third is Myro, and the throw to third base is too late. Myro slides in with a booming triple. majestic drive off the bat of Brian Myro. And he ends up with his 5th triple of the year, which ties him with Jose Flores and Henri Stanley for the most triples on the team for the season. And with one out, here's Grabowski, who has struck out and doubled. That's hit number 6 for the 51s. And Escobar, working with an 8-1 lead, delivers to Grabowski. And that pitch is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. And, of course, Deion Sanders is not alone when you come to professional sports and athletes trying to reach out in this way. Fastball's low at 2-1. Yesterday, Warrick Dunn, who is, of course, from Louisiana and the NFL Man of the Year last year, made a rather emotional plea to NFL players to contribute at least $5,000 apiece to relief efforts. He said that players have a moral obligation to help. Pitches inside, 3 balls and no strikes. So, all that going on, and you have a chance here at the ballpark to pitch in if you so desire. 3 balls and no strikes to count to Jason Grabowski. Myro at third base, 1 out. And Escobar has a glance there, and he comes back with a 3-0 pitch, and that one is too low. That's Grabowski up there now with a 3-ball, 1-strike count with Myro at third base and 1 out. Escobar reads Mathis. Now here is the 3-1 pitch to Grabowski. He takes it low, ball 4. There's the first walk issued by Escobar. First and third now with 1 out, and the batter is Chin Feng Chen. The Saints, meanwhile, have announced, since they have been obviously driven from the Superdome by the hurricane, will play their home opener against the New York Giants at Giant Stadium. But it's not clear when that game will be played. Tulane hasn't quite figured out how yet, but they say they will play football somewhere this year, right? I think the players are at SMU right now. Here's the pitch to Chen, who's 0 for 2, and here it comes. And it's swinging a miss at a fastball, 0-1. Chen is grounded out to third and struck out looking. 0-1, 8-1, Salt Lake, and we're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Myro at third, he tripled. Grabowski at first, he walked. 0-1 to Chen. Escobar delivers. And it's a called strike, borderline pitch at the knees toward the outside. It is 0-2 on Chen. Okay, strike 2 stretch now by Escobar. And the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 call. It's the second time tonight that Chen has been called out on strikes. 2 outs, runners at the corners, and the bat is Cody Ross, who has struck out and flied out to right. Okay, here's Ross now. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And Escobar sets his sights now on catcher Jeff Mathis. 8 runs, 8 hits. No errors for Salt Lake. 51's 1-6-1. Escobar's pitch. Ross takes a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Cody Ross. And Mike Cabrera is hoping for a chance on deck. We will have the General Motors trivia question coming up here in a moment. We were talking with Jerry Royce the last couple of nights about a couple of different topics. Here's the pitch to Ross. It's a chopper to the third baseline. That's backhanded nicely by Merlone, who throws on a bounce, and it is gloved by Buddy at the bag for the out to complete the inning. Wow. Buddy looked like he wasn't sure if he had control of it. He kind of looked around as the ball entered his mitt, but he held on. And he saved a run by holding on, digging out Merlone's throw. The inning is over. For Las Vegas in the 6th, no runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left. We head to the 7th inning. Salt Lake leads it 8-1.
Do you play golf? Would you like to play 3 different courses all in one beautiful location and still have money left over to play again the next day? Then Golf Summerlin is the place for you. Come play Highland Falls, Palm Valley, and Eagle Crest. All 3 courses will keep you coming back for more. Golf Summerlin is also a great choice for your next tournament or group outing. For more information, call 254-7010. That's 254-7010. Golf Summerlin. 3 great courses, all open to the public, all very affordable.
Call 383-0383 to place your art design class
Welcome back again, friends. We're here at Cashman Field at the end of 6. Salt Lake leading it handily now by a score of 8-1. And Pat Mahomes came in to relieve Harold Ecker with 2 outs in the 6th. And he got Alberto Callasco to ground out to second to finish the inning and strained a couple of runners. So Lou Merloni will come up now. Again, for Pat Mahomes, he's 9-9, a 5.32 ERA. It's his 39th game. He was in the rotation at the outset of the season, but he's been in the bullpen almost exclusively since the last week of June. He did make one spot start in the middle of July against the Tucson Sidewinders here. But Eckert gone after 5 2/3. And now Pat Mahomes bending way over. He's swinging his arm up and back as he stares into Gutierrez, doing his Satchel Paige bit right now. The pitch to Merloni, and the fastball's low and outside, ball 1. Merloni has popped out, walked and scored, and flat out to right. He's got the Sats bit down. Here's the 1-0. And that's in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Lou Merloni. Now, to the motion is Mahomes. He used to pitch for Salt Lake years ago when they were a Twins affiliate. And a nice breaking ball. That falls in for a strike. It's now ball and 2 strikes on Merloni. Nick Gourneau next. And Jeff Mathis here in the top half of the 7th inning. High fly to deep right. Ross goes back on the ball, but he's got a play in front of the track, makes the catch near the edge of the track. 1 gone in the top of the 7th inning. And here's Gourneau, who's grounded out, singled and walked and scored. And Gourneau is up now. The pitch, fastball, that's low. Ball 1, 1 ball to no strikes. Updates on the Tony Romo scoreboard in Phoenix. They're in the 7th inning. Giants 6, Diamondbacks 1. A home run by Ray Durham in that game, his 11th. Fastball's high, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Rockies lead the Dodgers in the 8th inning, 8-1 now. The pitch is a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Jason Schmidt pitching for the Giants in that game in Phoenix, and he has a 6-1 lead in the 7th inning. The pitch is outside, 3-1. That young lefty reliever we've been talking about all year, the Dodgers had at Jacksonville, Hong-Chi Kuo, is making his big league debut as we speak, with the Dodgers down by 7 in the 8th inning. There's the 3-1, and it's outside. Gourneau draws a walk, and with 1 out, that brings up Jeff Mathis, who has homered twice in this game. Solo homer in the 2nd, hit into a force play in the 4th, and a 3-run home run in the 6th. Kuo is in. He's pitching with 1 on and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning at Coors Field. Thirteenth inning, the Cardinals have taken a 5-4 lead over Houston. Breaking ball is low, ball 1 to Mathis. Jim Edmonds a pair of home runs for St. Louis, and Yadier Molina has hit 1. Also, Brad Osmus and Morgan Ensberg for Houston, home runs there. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Top of the 7th inning, 8-1 Salt Lake. Mahomes gets set. Here's the pitch. And a fastball under the knees, ball 2. It is 2-1. Final, Milwaukee beat San Diego 12-2. Chris Capuano got his 15th win for the Brewers over Brian Lawrence. Florida beat the Mets 4-2. Dontrelle Willis 19th win. And the Braves beat the Reds 7-4 in Atlanta. The pitch is a strike, 2-1 to Mathis. Cubs beat the Pirates 7-3 behind Greg Maddux, and Philadelphia beat Washington by a score of 7-1. American League updates coming. 2-1 pitch. And then one bounces, nice save by Gutierrez. It is 3 balls and a strike. 8-1 Salt Lake right here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 on and 1 out. In the American League in Oakland, they're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Oakland having some fun out. They lead the Yankees 12-0. They've got 2 home runs by Bobby Kielty, 1 by Jay Payton, 1 by Scott Hatteberg. 3-1 pitch. Fastball, a swing and a miss. 3-2. 7th inning, Angels 4, Seattle 1. Darren Hurst had a home run for the Angels. and Vladimir Guerrero, number 27 for the Angels. In 10, Texas had beat Kansas City 8-7. Kansas City got 4 the ninth to tie it up. 3-2 pitch, low ball for a breaking ball. So with one out, back-to-back walks to Gorneau and Mathis, and the batters Luke Allen, who's 1 for 3 with a triple. So Kansas City fought back 4 in the ninth, but Texas pushed across a 10th inning run and beat the Royals 8-7. Cordero got the win over McDougal. Wasden the save. 2 more home runs for Rod Barajas. It's been a Barajas lately. He's got 18 home runs now for Texas. Cleveland beat Minnesota 6-1 behind CC Sabathia. Pitches ball 1 to Allen, up and away. Beat Brad Radke. White Sox at home beat Detroit 9-1. It was Toronto 4, Tampa Bay 3. And Baltimore beat Boston 7-3. 1-0 pitch to Luke. He hits a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Around third is Gorneau. He's being waved in. Here's the throw by Cody Ross. He slides, and he is safe. He got around the tag. On the plate, Mathis takes third. Allen takes second. It is 9-1 Salt Lake. Allen is now 2 for 4, singling in the run. And for Luke, his 88th RBI. On to third base went Mathis, and on the throw home, Allen takes second. So in 1 out, 2 walks and a single. And the batter is Brandon Wood, who has struck out, flied out, and then in the 6th inning, hit into a 5-2-5 fielder's choice and later scored. In the fastball's low ball 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Mahomes to Wood. And the breaking ball is low ball 2-0. So it's 9-1 Salt Lake. General Motors Trivia, talking with Jerry Royce the other night about the idea that a group has of retiring Roberto Clemente's number throughout the big leagues. Fastball's foul back, 2-1. He wore number 21 throughout his tremendous career. Don't know if that'll come to pass or not, but the only number now, here's the 2-1 pitch to Wood. That's a foul ball again in the same location over the press box, 2-2. The only number that has been retired throughout baseball, and you see it hanging out in major league parks and some minor league parks, is Jackie Robinson's number 42. 2-2 pitch to Wood. He hits another high foul ball. That's back out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brandon Wood with Ryan Buddy on deck. Two and two, second and third, 1 out. Mahomes looks in at Gutierrez. And the veteran right-hander's 2-2 pitch. Sidearm fastball low and away. Gutierrez has to backhand it. It's full now to Wood. 9-1 Salt Lake in the top of the 7th inning. Mathis at third, Allen at second base, 1 gone. And a full count on Brandon Wood. 3-2 pitch. Fastball. He swings and misses and strikes out. Good pitch by Mahomes. 2 outs, and the batter is Ryan Buddy. The question, then, is this. There's only one player in the major leagues right now, as Buddy, who was grounded out, flied out, walked and scored. There's only one player in the major leagues who is wearing Jackie Robinson's number 42. Who is that player? He gets to wear it because it was grandfathered in. Here's the pitch to Ryan Buddy. And Mahomes deals. And the breaking ball in there, blocked by Gutierrez, ball 1-0. That's the General Motors trivia question for the evening. We'll have the answer in the next half inning. 1 ball and no strikes to Buddy. Mathis at third, Allen at second, 2 gone. In the top of the 7th inning, 1 run in. Mahomes in relief of Harold Eckert, delivering the 1-0 to Ryan Buddy, hitting .225. Fastball is outside, it's 2-0. Well, Hong-Chi Kuo only faced a couple of hitters. He's been relieved now by Steve Schmall at Coors Field. More about that as soon as we can get access here to the in-game box score. Should be momentarily. Buddy swings and misses at a good breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Pat Mahomes. Two and 1. Mahomes staring at Gutierrez. Now he's set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's low and away, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Jeff Weaver went 5 innings, about 6 runs, all earned on 8 hits. Frankello Sasori went an inning and 2/3, allowed a couple of runs on 4 hits. Hong-Chi Kuo, 1/3 of an inning, zeros across the board. And now Schmoll is in there. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Buddy. High pop-up on the right side. Young backing up. Here comes Ross. And Ross calls off Young and makes the catch. And the inning is over. So Pat Mahomes works his way through the top of the 7th inning. The Salt Lake Stingers add a run, though. They got 5 in the 6th to break the game open. And here in the 7th inning, they collect 1 run on 1 base hit plus a couple of walks. No errors. And they leave 2 men on base. We're now in the stretch half of the 7th inning here at Cashman Field. And at the end of 6.5 innings of play, the score, Salt Lake 9 and the 51s 1.
You probably don't know me.
I make sure your milk stays cold and your dinner stays hot.
I work during record-breaking heat waves and lightning storms to replace the downed power line.
I take your calls 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
I find new sources of power that are better for the environment.
I create programs to reduce costs for small businesses. I provide low-income families with energy assistance.
I show homeowners simple ways to keep energy costs down.
When I listen, I understand. My name is Lucy Lopez.
My name is Bob Balvar.
I'm Mario Gomez.
I'm Bill McKendry.
My name is Lisa Bartlett. I am one of the 1,800 employees of Nevada Power, and we are customers too.
Advertisement not paid by customers of Nevada Power.
It's really personalized service, so we like that.
The Barnes family has their home insured with American Family.
I really enjoy our agent. He was able to bring different options to us and actually address our needs.
It puts in terms we can understand. Call today for a free, no-obligation homeowner's quote. American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
See the yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you and call today or visit us at amfam.com.
Hello again, my friends. We're back here. Stretch half of the 7th inning, 9-1 Salt Lake. And the new pitcher for Salt Lake is left-hander Clayton Andrews, number 24. So Kellum Escobar is looking pretty good. In his 4th rehab start, he goes 6 innings, allows 1 run earned on 6 hits. He walked 1, struck out 7. The 1 run was a home run by center fielder D.J. Jackson in the 3rd. Andrews delivers a fastball for a strike to Mike Cabrera. Clayton Andrews. Give you his numbers. Here's the pitch. And Cabrera takes in the dirt 1-1. Cabrera struck out and grounded out to second against Escobar. Andrews has been a starter for much of the year. This is his 27th game. He's made 20 starts. He's 7-8 with a 6.52 earned run average. Nobody on with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 pitch, and that one missed, maybe low, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. Rockies now have a 10-1 lead on the Dodgers in the 8th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Cabrera, and he takes it low, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. So Escobar goes 6. Andrews working the 7th inning. 3-1 pitch. And there's a ground ball to second. Right there's Callaspo to dig it up. Throws on to first base and gets his man there. 1 gone for Gabriel Gutierrez. Don't forget, friends, also, the end-of-season sale is going on right now inside the 51's gift shop. And what does the end-of-season sale mean? Well, it means 30 to 50% off. And that's while supplies last. Supplies are, in fact, limited. Here's the pitch to Gutierrez. Is 1 for 2. Grumbled on the first baseline foul. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Norihiro Nakamura coaching first base right now. And the gift shop, which is a great place, a fun place to browse and shop, is on the concourse level behind Section 9 right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Gutierrez. That's foul back. 0-2 to count. So make sure you stop by. Only a couple of days left. I mean, tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday, Monday. That's it. The end of season sale. 51's gift shop. 30 to 50% off certain items. And I'll tell you, they got a great, great selection of items in there. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Gutierrez. And he sends a fly ball to shallow center field. Callaspo going out. Prieto coming in. He's there to make the catch. And they're 2 down. And the batter is D.J. Jackson, who was homered and struck out in this game. Okay, the answer to the General Motors trivia question. Jackie Robinson's number 42 has been retired by Major League Baseball. No one will be given that number again, but there's one player in the big leagues still wearing that number because it was grandfathered in. Here's the pitch. Jackson takes a strike, 0-1. It is Yankee closer Mariano Rivera. That's the answer. He, of course, when he broke in, was the setup man for John Wetland. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackson. Jackson up with Nick Teodoro on deck. 9-1, Salt Lake. And we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Clayton Andrews with a 1-1 pitch to Jackson. He takes it low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 to Jackson. Andrews trying to zero in now on Mathis. Here he comes with a 2-1 pitch. And it's a little foul ball over the press box. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson now. Two and 2. DJ Jackson, Portland, Oregon native. Was in Ogden when he got called up about a week ago. Here's the 2-2 wind by Andrews. And the pitch. Breaking ball in there. Strike 3 call. Good curveball to freeze Jackson. The inning is over. 51s go quickly and quietly in the 7th against Clayton Andrews. We head to the 8th inning. It is Salt Lake 9, 51s 1.
In a bleak future, controlled by a massive corporation, one man will rise. One man who's willing to rock. We Will Rock You, the London smash hit musical from Queen and Ben Elton. Join our hero and his band of bohemians on their wild journey to save rock and roll. We Will Rock You. Now at Paris, Las Vegas. Tickets start at $45. Call 877-ROCK-SHOW, Ticketmaster, or visit ParisLasVegas.com.
Have you ever seen the world from behind the wheel of an RV? Have you ever roasted marshmallows over an open fire and told spooky tales? Have you ever just wanted to grab the kids and go with ease? Well, now's your chance. Come down to DKRV today and check out our large selection of motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. New, pre-owned, gas or diesel, we have it all. DKRV, 3675 Boulder Highway, just south of Sahara, 436-DKRV.
Check out the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget Casino in beautiful North Las Vegas. Whether you're looking for hot gaming action, great dining, bowling, or you just want to shoot some pool over an ice cold one, we've got it all. This week in Touchdown Sports Lounge, 30-cent wings and dollar drafts. Catch your favorite games on our 10-foot wide screen. We're on Las Vegas Boulevard, just north of Lake Mead. Stop by today and try the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget.
Welcome back again, my friends. We go to the 8th inning here at Cashman Field. Salt Lake running away to this point. 9-1 they lead. They got single runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th off Harold Eckert. 51's got 1 in the 3rd and a home run by DJ Jackson. And in the 6th inning, that's when the Singers, they just cracked it open with 5 runs. They got another in the 7th inning off Pat Mahomes. And the 51's bringing Alfredo Gonzalez to pitch the 8th inning. Mahomes goes to the inning in the 3rd, gives up a run earned on a hit. He walked 2 and struck out 1. And the 51's mighty thin in the bullpen because of all of the innings they've been asked to go the last few days. Gonzalez will face the 9-1-2 Stingers, beginning with the DH, Brian Specht. Fastball is a low ball 1. Alfredo Gonzalez, 2-2 with a 4.62 ERA. It's his 45th game. One ball and no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch to Specht. That's in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Brian Specht has homered, singled, and stolen a base, and he has walked. He is 2 for 2. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and in, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Eckert, Mahomes, and Alfredo Gonzalez. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Breaking ball low. It's now 3 balls and a strike. So Gonzalez asked to work the 8th inning. And tomorrow, the last night game of the year, Scott Erickson against Chris Buchek. Here's a 3-ball, 1 strike pitch. And it's swung on a foul straight back. 3-2 to Brian Specht with Chris Prieto waiting his turn on deck. Nice crowd tonight. Should be a very nice crowd tomorrow for Fan Appreciation Night, which will include a big fireworks show. 3-2 pitch, grounded down the first baseline. Myro can't get it. He stabbed at it and couldn't get it. Ross to the line to get it. On his way to second is Specht in the throw. He slides. He is safe at second base. So Specht ends up at second on a ground ball down the first baseline that eluded Myro. Ross, another good throw. Ross has made a lot of good throws out there. But Specht is standing at second base, and the batter is Chris Prieto. That is the 10th hit for Salt Lake. It goes as a double down the line for Brian Specht. And here's Prieto, who in this game is 1 for 4. He singled in a run this last at bat in the 6th. He was the last man that Eckert faced. And that's when Mahomes came in and got Callaspo to ground out to finish that 6th inning. So, now Specht at second. He's 3 for 3. He's tripled away from the cycle at this point. And the pitch is up and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Want to make an acknowledgement also to the 51's players and Coach Mariano Duncan. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Prieto swings and sends a pop-up foul outside third. Here comes Cabrera. He's got room. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Specht at second base with 1 gone as Prieto fouls out. And the batter, Alberto Callaspo. Today, we've been talking about this over these airwaves, and 51's been promoting it in various ways. Over at Carrabba's Italian Grill on West Charleston, the Tip of 51 luncheon, the second annual Tip of 51 luncheon took place, and it was a great success. And 51's served as waiters and busboys for that event, and had a nice turnout. And all of the proceeds go to a great cause. Callaspo is hit on the right thigh. He is nailed, and Callaspo throws the bat aside. And the plate umpire, A.J. Wendell, comes out, points at Gonzalez, and now he is indicating Callaspo should take his base. Callaspo very slowly walking up the first baseline. Mariano Duncan, who is managing tonight because Jerry Royster's not here, won't be back till tomorrow, is going out to visit with A.J. Wendell. It looked like Wendell issued both benches a warning after Callaspo got hit. That's what it looked like from up here. Callaspo is at first base, and Duncan is talking it over with Wendell. Wendell immediately walked out from behind the plate, pointed at Gonzalez, then indicated that Callaspo should take his base. Then he kind of gestured toward the Salt Lake bench as well. And now Dino Ebel, the manager, stands there with his arms folded. He wants an explanation also. So Callaspo hit. He's at first base. And Specht at second base, 1 out, top of the 8th inning with Salt Lake leading by a score of 9-1. And Lou Merloni will come up here in a moment. Well, apparently, everybody has had everything explained to them with regards to whether or not it's an official warning or what have you. No way of us knowing that really from up here. Merloni's going to be lifted now. And instead, it's the right-handed hitter, Casey Smith, who will bat for Merloni. Merloni ends the night 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Smith hitting .216, and he is hit. And Alfredo Gonzalez has been kicked out of the game by A.J. Wendell. And Wendell, I think, also pointed toward the 51's dugout. So Callaspo hit in the thigh. Smith, batting for Merloni, was hit on the left side somewhere. And with that, Gonzalez is ejected. For the 51's bullpen, thin enough as it is going to have to dip into somebody else now. Mahomes gone after an inning in the third in relief of Eckert. Now Gonzalez hit Callaspo, was warned, and then he hit Smith. Back-to-back hit batsmen here. And now it looks like Buddy Carlisle, I believe, is going to come into the ball game. We've got a pitching change here in the top of the 8th inning. A bizarre twist in this ball game. 9-1, Salt Lake leading it. And this pitching change is sponsored by Red Rock Mechanical. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call Red Rock Mechanical in Las Vegas at 853-7135. That's 853-7135. Back to Cashman Field with more right after this.
Hey, welcome to Pete's Pets.
Oh, hi. I need to return something.
The chicken?
Yeah, the chicken.
Something wrong with it?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just, stands around and it makes that stupid sound.
What do you want the chicken to do?
Beg or fetch or roll over or something.
It's a chicken.
So?
So chickens don't really do anything.
Well then why did you sell her to me?
Because you gave me money.
Well, my dog, he used to greet me at the door. He'd jump up and down and everything. This chicken doesn't even know I'm there.
So what are you saying? The chicken's hurting your feelings?
No, I'm not saying that. It's like, why would I want a chicken if it isn't good for anything?
Chickens are good for one thing, if you have the right equipment.
The right equipment?
Yep. Charcoal, grill, barbecue sauce.
Introducing the Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich at Carl's Jr. A big, juicy, charbroiled chicken breast with bacon, barbecue sauce, and crispy onion rings. New at Carl's Jr. For a limited time only at participating restaurants.
The next time you're looking for a dominating performance at the plate, look to your fridge for Buddig Deli Cuts. With our exclusive Zip Pack Slider, you know you can count on them to be fresh when you need them, game after game. And with 6 premium flavors, it's like being able to throw the meat of the order out there 2 times in a row. That's the kind of variety any manager would love. It's no wonder Buddig Deli Cuts are such a fan favorite, and they're waiting for a tryout right now at your favorite grocer.
Welcome back to Cashman Field. We're at the top of the 8th inning, and say one thing, you don't see this every day. If you figure if something like this is going to happen, where Gonzalez hits one man, is warned, and then hits the next man on the next pitch, in this case Casey Smith, who was pinch hitting for Merloni and likely will play third base for him when the next inning commences. As Carlisle warms up now, Carlisle will get as many warm-ups as he wants. He was not throwing in the bullpen. You figured it would happen in a situation, for example, where the 51s were playing maybe Portland because they played them 9 straight games. 51s haven't seen this team in a while. But for whatever reason, with 1 on and 1 out, Callasco hit in the thigh, warned by the plate umpire A.J. Wendell apparently, based upon the gestures that we noted from up here. And then on the very next pitch, Casey Smith is hit, and Gonzalez has shown the thumb. So Smith is at first, Callasco at second, and the runner at third base is Speck to open the inning with a double. Speck has got to be tired of standing around out there. The double, and then 1 out later, Callasco hit, Smith hit, and so Speck is kind of hanging out at third base, chatting with his manager, Dino Ebel. And there's a pinch runner now for Salt Lake to boot. So got a pinch runner at first base for Smith. So what a night for Smith. He hangs around on the bench all night, steps up to the plate as a pinch hitter, gets nailed by a pitch, and then he gets lifted for a pinch runner. And that pinch runner is number 17, Adam Pavkovich. P-A-V-K-O-V-I-C-H. Pavkovich will run. Bases loaded, 1 out. Carlisle is now ready to work on Nick Gorneau. 9-1 Salt Lake here in the top of the 8th inning. Gorneau is 1 for 2 with a single, 2 walks, and 2 runs scored. Carlisle is set, and his pitch to Gorneau. Fastball is a strike. 0-1. Buddy Carlisle enters the game with a record of 1-2, a 4.86 ERA, but he has been tremendous since he came off the disabled list. He made 6 starts after getting sent down by the Dodgers. And this is his 14th relief appearance. 16 consecutive scoreless innings for Carlisle. He inherits 3 men here, and the pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, Carlisle threw quite a bit in the Tacoma series. A total of 3 1/3 innings, and it was the night before last. He threw 2 1/3, allowing no runs and a hit, and striking out 2. 1-1 pitch to Nick Gorneau. Fastball, a high fly to deep left center field. Jackson going way back on this ball. Jackson is at the wall, and that one is gone. A grand slam by Nick Gorneau over the fence in left center field. Home run 26. And a guy who easily could end up leading the league in RBIs. He had 103. He's got 107. It's now 13-1 Salt Lake. The first 3 runs are charged to Gonzalez. The last run charged to Carlisle. That breaks Carlisle's impressive string of not having given up an earned run. The last time Carlisle gave up an earned run was June 11th in Tacoma. That ends here on September 2nd. And the batter's Jeff Mathis. Here's the pitch. Mathis swings at a high fastball and misses. It's 0-1. So Gonzalez goes a third of an inning and is charged with 3 runs earned on 1 hit, and of course he hit the 2 men and then was ejected. Fastball fouled off to the right. That's back out of play. 0-2 is the count. No, really, he was hammered into that one. His 26th home run. And Mathis has homered twice. He has a solo homer in the second, a 3-run homer in the sixth, and he walked against Mahomes in the seventh his last time up. He is 2 for 3. 13-1 Salt Lake. And the pitch. Fastball line to right center field, and that's in for a base hit. Ross over to cut it off, can only knock it down, and so Mathis goes to second base, and he'll make it. Mathis is at second base, and we'll see if it's a double or a single and an error. Mathis at second base with 1 out. Here's Allen. It is a double for Jeff Mathis. So Mathis doubles to right center. And here's Luke Allen, who started off quietly, popping out and hitting into a fielder's choice. He swings and fouls one at the plate, strike 1, 0-1. But since then, he has tripled and he's singled in a run. So he's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So a dozen hits for Salt Lake. They lead 13-1. And Mathis is at second base with 1 out. Carlisle has a sign out from Gutierrez. And his 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. One and 1. Brandon Wood waits on deck as Carlisle gets set. Mathis off second, 1-1 pitch, and that fastball low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to count to Luke Allen. Allen having a very Luke-like season. He's had numbers like the numbers he's had this year, a number of other times. And he's hitting .288. He's got 22 home runs. He swings and misses. It's 2-2. He now has 89 RBIs. And the other thing that Luke has done, on top of limiting opponents' running game and a tremendous arm of his, he's stolen 13 bases in 15 attempts. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Mathis at second base, 1 gone. And Carlisle's pitch is foul off to the left, and that hits the screen near the third base on deck circle, bounces down. Allen digs back in again. Off second base is Mathis. Carlisle looks into Gutierrez. It is 13-1 Salt Lake here. And the pitch from Carlisle is on the way. And it's fouled back again. There's only 1 out in the inning. The inning began with a double by Specht. And then Prieto fouled out. And Callasco was hit by a pitch. Gonzalez it looked like he was warned by the plate umpire, A.J. Wendell, after that. And then pinch hitter Casey Smith was hit by a pitch. And then we saw a couple of exits right then. Gonzalez was thrown out by Wendell, the play umpire. And then Smith was lifted for pinch runner Patkovic. Fastball's high to Allen. It is a full count on Luke Allen, 3-2. Then Gourneau, after Carlisle, will lead Gonzalez hit the grand slam. Mathis doubled. And here's a 3-2 pitch from Carlisle. He swings and he misses at a high fastball, clocked at 91, strike 3, 2 outs, and the batter's Brandon Wood. Wood has struck out, fly to right, reached on a fielder's choice and scored and struck out again. He's 0 for 4 with a run scored. In his first AAA game after putting up those very impressive numbers in the California League this year, Rancho Cucamonga. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And fittingly enough, they play in a place known as the Epicenter. 1 ball and no strikes on Wood. Carlisle trying to finish the 8th inning here. With Mathis at second base. And the pitch is a grounded foul right by the on-deck man. That's Ryan Buddy. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Angels plenty of good young prospects. Casey Kochman was hit Salt Lake earlier this year, got called up. Dallas McPherson. Willie Ibar's brother, Eric, is shortstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, foul at the plate. I got a piece of the plate umpire, A.J. Wendell, bent over a little bit. And it's 1-2. Apparently he's okay. Got Mathis, who's here. Brandon Wood, who's batting now. Wood went to Horizon High School in Scottsdale, and the Angels picked him in the first round of the 03 draft. He was the 23rd overall choice. He was known as a thin, defensive-minded shortstop before his high school senior year, but he blossomed into a power hitter, and what a power hitter. There's the 1-2 pitch from Carlisle, and it's on the outside corner, strike 3 called. So Wood out on strikes, and the 8th inning is over. The top of the 8th is over, but 4 more runs on a Nick Gourneau grand slam. 4 runs in the inning on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Salt Lake 13, 51's 1.
Check out the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget Casino in beautiful North Las Vegas. Whether you're looking for hot gaming action, great dining, bowling, or you just want to shoot some pool over an ice cold one, we've got it all. This week in Touchdown Sports Lounge, 30-10 wings and dollar draft. Catch your favorite games on our 10-foot wide screen here on Las Vegas Boulevard, just north of Lake Mead. Stop by today and try the locals' true favorite, the Silver Nugget.
What does a good time taste like? Twist open an ice-cold Budweiser and let it out. Bright, crisp, clean, pure. The signature taste of the king of beers. This is Budweiser. This is beer. Budweiser beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back, friends. We're here at Cashman Field, last of the 8th inning, and it's all Salt Lake in Game 1. They lead by a score of 13-1. And Clayton Andrews worked a perfect 7th inning in relief of Kelvin Escobar. And so it's the top of the order for the 51s. Nick Theodoro, Delwin Young, and then Brian Myro. Andrews delivers. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Theodoro, who is grounded out, struck out, and rolled into a double play. Talking about some of the Angels' prospects before, and again, the number of them are in this game. The pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Preseason choices by Baseball America included several of these ball players. Alberto Callaspo is playing second base right now. 1-1 pitch. Theodore takes a breaking ball low. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Jake Woods, a left-handed pitcher, was with Salt Lake earlier, called up. And here's the 2-1 to Theodoro. A ground ball to third base, easy 1 hopper. And the throw goes on to first base in time. And there is 1 gone. Theodoro is now 0 for 4. And with 1 gone, the batter is Delwin Young. Pavkovich, Adam Pavkovich making the play on that ground ball to third base. And here's Delwin Young. Young has doubled, singled, and flied out down the left field line. Switch hitter batting right-handed for the first time in the game. And the pitch. He lines one foul to the right. Look out for that thing. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. So it was 3-1 Stingers in the 6th when they got 5. Another in the 7th, and the grand slam by Gourneau in the 8th. And Gourneau's another guy who, the University of Massachusetts product, to consider one of the better prospects around, is a fly ball to deep right. Allen goes back on this ball, looking up. That is on its way, and that was high off the wall. And Young is going to respect the arm of Allen, who fires a strike towards second base on 1 hop. And it's a very long single by Delwin Young, who just missed a home run. The batter, Brian Myro. 51s have 7 hits in the game. Young has 3 of them, and here's Myro, who is flat out, grounded out, and triple off the fence in left center. 13-1. Salt Lake leading home half of the 8th inning. And they're knocking about it to hold Young on. Salt Lake up by 12 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Myro and a pitch from Clayton Andrews. Breaking ball low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Dodgers Double-A team lost to the White Sox Double-A team. Birmingham, the Birmingham Barons 2-1. Losing pitcher was Eric Hall. Pitched well. It was a couple of games for the 51s earlier this year. The pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Jacksonville will go to the playoffs, and Birmingham is going to go to the playoffs also. 2 teams from the same division. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Myro, and it's a high foul back out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. We'll get some PCL updates also on the Tony Roma scoreboard. Get to those in a second. Crowd of just under 7,000 here this evening, 69-26. And tomorrow, the last night game and fan appreciation night with a big fireworks show. That's going to be a big, big night out here. Scott Erickson will get the ball for the 51s. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Myro. Young at first base, and Andrews deals, and that fastball, that's a strike. It is now 2-2. Nashville beat Round Rock. That final was 5-3. And it was Memphis over Albuquerque 2-1. New Orleans outlasted Iowa 11-7 in Des Moines. Here's the 2-2. Myro swings it. He lines it foul to left, soaring way back out of here. And the kid chasing that one down in the far end of the bleachers. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Omaha beat Oklahoma 5-3. That's the final. So in that American Northern Division, Nashville, an important win for them. They lead Omaha by 1 now with 3 games to play. Memphis remains 3.5 out, so they're finished. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In the American South, first place Oklahoma lost, but the second place Albuquerque Isotopes, only half a game back, lost. They had won 7 straight. Here's the 3-2 to Myro. He hits a high fly deep down the left field line toward the corner. Gourneau is in the corner to make the catch right at the line in fair ground. Young goes back to first, 2 down. And the batter, Jason Grabowski, who struck out, double, and walked. He's 1 for 2. 13-1 Salt Lake as we play in the last of the 8th inning. So with 3 games left, Oklahoma leads Albuquerque by half a game. And that's the story there. 11th inning, Fresno and Colorado Springs are tied at 4. Here's the pitch. Grabowski takes a strike 0-1. And, of course, the game that means the most to the Salt Lake Stingers is the game in Tacoma, which is in the 9th inning now, and Tacoma leads Sacramento 6-1. So they are 3 outs away from shaving their magic number to 1, despite the fact that Salt Lake has the big lead here. Breaking ball is low. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Grabowski. So if things hold up, Tacoma and Salt Lake win tonight, then that means that going into tomorrow, Tacoma would just need to win 1 of their last 3 against Sacramento, or have Salt Lake lose 1 of 3 against the 51s, and they'll wrap it up. And they'll place Sacramento in the first round. Fastball is a strike call to Grabowski. Grabowski not too sure about that call. 1-2. Chin Feng Chen is on deck. Young at first base, 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th inning. Andrews trying to put the lid on his 2nd inning of relief work. Is coming in for Escobar through 74 pitches. The pitch is low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Portland leads Tucson in the 8th inning now, 6-1. 2-2 to count. Andrews is all set to work. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball. That's swung on hard and foul back. And Grabowski had a big-time rip at that pitch. 2-2. Breeze blowing out toward left field as Andrews has a new ball. Grabowski battling him here. Lefty versus lefty. Young away from first. And the 2-2 pitch is coming. Fastball. That's a call. 3rd strike. Outside corner, knee high. And Grabowski slowly turns and walks away. So the 51s are finished in the 8th inning. No runs ahead, no errors, and one left. We head to the ninth, 13-1, Salt Lake.
Yeah, this is Willie's American Saloon down on the corner of Sahara and Paradise. We got all sorts of hamburgers, hot dogs, we got all sorts of fun stuff. We got the package going for baseball, and of course we're big supporters of the 51. So come on down to Willie's American Saloon on the corner of Sahara and Paradise. Yeah, down here at Willie's American Saloon, everybody feels welcome at home. We got home-style cooking, fresh soup and quiche of the day, and salad. Great food here at Willie's American Saloon on the corner of Sahara and Paradise, where everybody's always welcome, and the 51s are our home team.
The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf are proud sponsors of the Las Vegas 51s baseball. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf are the originators of the original ice blended drinks, and they've got some great new flavors for these hot summer months. Along with original flavors like Mocha Ice Blended or the Sunrise Ice Blended, they're now featuring the Banana Caramel Ice Blended, the Belgian Waffle Ice Blended, and the Strawberry Cream Tea Latte Ice Blended. Now, if tea is your thing, you should definitely come check out the large selection of teas. They've got some great new iced tea flavors like Sulawesi, Fruit Paradise, and Lavender Mint. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf also has the best coffee and espresso drinks in town, as well as a fantastic selection of fresh baked goods. They are kosher. In just 3 years in the Las Vegas Valley, the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf have received several awards, including Best Coffee by Las Vegas Review-Journal, Las Vegas Weekly, and the Rebel Yell newspapers. There are also 12 locations throughout the valley, and more coming soon.
Hello again, my friends. We're here in Las Vegas, top of the ninth inning, 13-1. Salt Lake leading the 51. So 51's having a rough time of it on the homestand, playing two teams trying to get to the playoffs. First Tacoma, and the 51 split with Tacoma, but the Rainiers finished it in a rather dramatic style yesterday with 17 runs en route to the win, 17-10. And Salt Lake leads this one 13-1. Top of the ninth inning, Buddy Carlisle. He looks at Ryan Buddy, Brian Specht, and Chris Prieto in the top of the ninth inning. And so it's Eckert, Mahomes, Gonzalez, and Carlisle. Here's the pitch. Fastball, that's a strike. It is 0-1. Dodgers have been trying to sign their top draft pick, Luke Hochevar, and had some challenges with that. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Buddy, and it's a strike, 0-2. Good news and bad news for them as the drop-dead deadline to sign a contract or show up for classes at the University of Tennessee came to a head today. The last day for students to show up if they're going to enroll in the fall semester. The bad news for the Dodgers is that young man did not sign. The good news is he skipped school. Fastball foul back, 0-2. So, we'll see what happens with Luke Hochevar. So 0-2 is the count on Buddy. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. So by dodging the deadline, that might extend things, the negotiating process, well into the semester. So it would give both parties months more of elbow room as far as negotiating. The pitch is low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The net result could favor the Dodgers, who can get a clear picture of their flexibility if the deal is postponed until after the season comes to a close in October. And we'll see. But if he had gone to classes, then that door would have been closed. The pitch is a ground ball up the middle, and it's into center for a base hit. So Buddy is aboard on a base hit off the other Buddy. And so that single is the first hit for Ryan Buddy, and Brian Specht will come up now. He's had a perfect night. He has homered, singled, walked, doubled, and scored. 3 for 3. I mentioned the Dodgers made a couple of initial call-ups for the weekend series with the Rockies. Hong-Chi Kuo pitched tonight, and Mike Rose. Kuo was 1-1 at Class A Vero Beach with an ERA of 2, and 1-1 with a 1.88 ERA at AA. He struck out 86 batters in 54 2/3 innings. Just a tremendous figure. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. Dodgers had really been missing the lefties. Kelly Wunsch, his season-ending ankle injury in July. The pitch is low, 1-1. Wilson Alvarez in and out of, on and off the disabled list, currently on. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count to Specht. And the pitch. Specht takes a pitch inside, ball 2. Kuo, a hard-throwing lefty, has been clocked as high as 98. And he's routinely at 93, 94, 95. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Speck takes a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Of course, we mentioned Mike Rose, a .259 hitter here with 36 RBIs and 5 home runs. He had 13 games with the Dodgers earlier in the year. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Speck, and he takes it right in there. Strike 3 call. So Speck is out on strikes. Carlisle gets his 3rd strikeout. 1 out, and the batter's Chris Prieto. Of course, Rose gives the Dodgers additional depth off the bench, but not necessarily likely to get a lot of starts as the 3rd catcher. And of course, a lot of wheeling and dealing going on now. In a somewhat related move, Milton Bradley was put on the 60-day disabled list to make room for Hong Chi Kuo on the 40-man roster. Here's Prieto, 1 on and 1 out, and Prieto is 1 for 5 with an RBI single. There's a strike to him, 0-1. Speaking of Wilson Alvarez, he will throw a bullpen session off the mound tomorrow. Here's the 0-1. He's already said he's going to retire at the end of the year. The pitch to Prieto, chopper to short. Theodoro gloves it and goes to second for 1. Young drops it, but he held it long enough to record the out. Young trying to get the throw off to first base, dropped the ball. That is a 6-4 force play. 2 outs. And here's Callaspo, who has a double in 4 bats, also hit by a pitch, and he scored twice. 13-1 Salt Lake. Cesar Torres supposedly is making headway. Played catch today. And Odalis Perez played some catch. J.D. Drew swung the bat today. They're dry swings. He's not hitting off the tee, but here's the pitch. And it's a strike, 0-1 to Callaspo. Tomorrow it'll be DJ Holton against Byung-Young Kim in Denver. There's a fly ball to left, hit pretty well. Chen backs up. He's got a play, though. He reaches up and makes the catch, and the inning is over. In the 9th inning for Salt Lake, no runs a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning, 13-1 Salt Lake.
If music was black and white, what would it sound like? But add a little color to it, and you can hear and see the difference. Now let's apply this to, say, advertising. Classified advertising. What does your ad sound like? This? Or this? See, adding a little color can make your R.J. Sun classified ad really sing out. For just a little more, we'll add some real color to your ad. You will see and hear the difference. Call 383-0383. Expect more, get more out of your classified ad.
We have automobile insurance with American Family.
Our home is insured with American Family Insurance.
People like American Family Insurance for all kinds of reasons, including discounts on auto and homeowners insurance.
I've had my auto insurance with American Family for 19 years.
I recommend them any day.
Call today and find out how much you could save with American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
See the yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you and call today or visit us at amfam.com.
Welcome back again, friends. Bottom of the 9th inning, 13-1. Salt Lake leading it. And the new pitcher is lefty Brad Beck, who is 5'11", 185, just 20 years old, from Arlington, Virginia. And Beck facing Chin Feng Chen, Cody Ross, and then Mike Cabrera. 13-1, Salt Lake, all over the 51s in Game 1 here. Clayton Andrews went 2 scoreless innings in relief of Kelvin Escobar, who's the pitcher of record. He allowed 1 hit and nothing else. He retired 6 of 7, and with a couple of strikeouts tossed in there. So Brad Beck comes in now, and for Beck, this is his AAA debut. And Chin Feng Chen, who's 0 for 3 with a ground out and 2 strikeouts looking, comes up now. We talk about some of the call-ups. The Angels, of course, had Greg Jones and outfielder Curtis Pride called up after Wednesday night's game. Jones, a pitcher. Here's the pitch now to Chen. He takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Brad Beck was called up from Mesa. And so he's leapfrogging a couple of levels to pitch here. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Chen. And there's his strike. It's 0-2 now. So a nice outing for Kelvin Escobar. And Clayton Andrews goes 2 good innings. But now Beck trying to finish it up. 13-1 Salt Lake. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Chen. He reaches out and lifts that one foul to right back out of play. 0-2 is the count. Post-game show. Of course, we will run down all the scores in the big leagues and the PCL. Many games are over at this point. There's the 0-2 to Chen. He takes it up and away, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chin Feng Chen. Again, want to acknowledge the 51. Started to get into this earlier. We shut up today at Carrabba's Italian Grill in Summerlin in West Charleston. Breaking ball is high. 2-2. Charitable event to benefit the Candlelighters for Childhood Cancer. And a whole bunch of folks showed up for lunch, ponying up $25 a plate. Chen hits a liner in the right. That's a base hit. And Allen comes in to scoop it up and play it back in. And the batter will be Cody Ross. It's 8 hits now for the 51s. And Ross, who's 0 for 3, comes up now. Among the participants today, hitting coach Mariano Duncan, who now is the manager for the night, sitting in for Jerry Royce, who will be back tomorrow. Pitcher Bo Dannemiller. Pitcher T.J. Knoll. Pitcher Mike New. Here is Ross now. And Beck gets set. Here's his pitch. Fastball, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Nick Theodoro also on hand. And pitcher Eric Stoltz. So, tremendous success for a great cause. The 0-1 to Ross. And the pitch is fouled back. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Cabrera's on deck. Chen at first base, nobody out, home half of the 9th inning. And the youngster Brad Beck going to mop this one up again tomorrow. Fan appreciation night, all kinds of gifts will be given away. And a big fireworks show, 7:05 game, the last night game of the year. Scott Erickson will pitch for the 51s. And here's the 0-2. Ross takes it on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Ross ends the night 0 for 4. And with 1 out, Mike Cabrera comes up. 13-1 Salt Lake. Cabrera has struck out, grounded to second twice. He is 0 for 3. And a pitch. He hits a ground ball to second. This should be 2. Cayasco goes to Wood. That's 1 on the first double play. And this one is finished. Salt Lake wins it 13-1. I'll have the totals right after this.
Hey, welcome to Pete's Pets.
Oh, hi. I need to return something.
The chicken?
Yeah, the chicken.
Something wrong with it?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It just, stands around and it makes that stupid sound.
What do you want the chicken to do?
Beg or fetch or roll over or something.
It's a chicken.
So?
So chickens don't really do anything.
Well then why did you sell her to me?
Because you gave me money.
Well, my dog, he used to greet me at the door. He'd jump up and down and everything. This chicken doesn't even know I'm there.
So what are you saying? The chicken's hurting your feelings?
No, I'm not saying that. It's like, why would I want a chicken if it isn't good for anything?
Chickens are good for one thing, if you have the right equipment.
The right equipment?
Yep. Charcoal, grill, barbecue sauce.
Introducing the Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich at Carl's Jr. A big, juicy, charbroiled chicken breast with bacon, barbecue sauce, and crispy onion rings. New at Carl's Jr. For a limited time only at participating restaurants.
Taking time, making time. Because life's too short for anything less than the bright, crisp, clean, pure taste of Budweiser. Budweiser beer, anti-divorce St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back to Cashman Field. Game 1 is finished, and there are only 3 games left here at Cashman Field of the 2005 season, and Salt Lake pounds the 51s by a score of 13-1. They beat the 51s for the 8th time in 13 games. And they improve their mark to 76-65 for the year, with 13 runs on 13 hits and no errors. They left 7 men on base, Las Vegas now 57-83, a run on 8 hits and 1 error, leaving 6 on base. Winning pitcher, the rehabbing Kelvin Escobar is now 1-0. The loss goes to Harold Eckert. He is 5-10. Home runs, Jeff Mathis, a solo shot for Salt Lake in the second. For Mathis, his 18th of the year. Brian Specht, a home run in the third. And for Specht, he hit it with nobody on base. That was his 6th of the season. A 3-run home run by Mathis again, this time in the 6th inning with a couple of men on. That was his 19th of the year. Then a grand slam in the 8th inning hit by left fielder Nick Gorneau, who's got a chance to lead the league in RBI. He's got 107 now. That was his 26th of the year. 51's lone run came on a DJ Jackson home run in the third, his first of the year. A crowd of 6,926 paid, and it's 2 hours, 37 minutes. We'll give you the scores in the big leagues now before we hit the break. And in the National League, one game still going on. In the 9th inning in Arizona, San Francisco 6, the Diamondbacks 3. Armando Benitez on the verge of closing that one out with 1 out to go. Ray Durham, a home run for the Giants in that ball game. The Rockies roll past the Dodgers at Coors Field 11-3. Kim over Weaver, Acevedo to save. Mike Edwards homered for the Dodgers. Todd Helton hit a pair for the Rockies, and Garrett Atkins also went deep for the Colorado Rockies. In Houston, it went 13. The Astros got 2 in the 13th to beat the Cardinals 6-5. What a game. Qualls over Tavares. Edmonds hit 2 for St. Louis. Yadier Molina hit 1. Osmus and Ensberg hit home runs for Houston. For Ensberg, number 35. Milwaukee beat the Padres at Miller Park 12-2. Capuano over Lawrence. Jenkins and Lee homer for the Brewers. Johnson for San Diego. And Florida at home beat the Mets 4-2. Willis his 19th win over Zambrano. Jones his 33rd save. Atlanta at home beat the Reds 7-4. Hudson over Milton. Farnsworth to save. Griffey and Kearns homering for the Reds. Chipper Jones for the Braves. Meanwhile, the Cubs beat the Pirates in Pittsburgh 7-3. Maddox over Fogg. Dempster to save. Garcia Parr and Barrett homering for the Cubs. And the Phillies beat Washington 7-1 at RFK. Padilla over Halama. David Bell, a grand slam for the Phillies in that ball game. In the American League, they're in the 8th inning now in Oakland. Oakland 12, the Yankees nothing. Oakland with home runs by Hatterberg, Payton, and a pair by Bobby Kilty. Meanwhile, the Angels at home beat Seattle 4-1. Bird over Moyer. Rodriguez the save. A career home run number 300 for Vladimir Guerrero, his 27th on the year. Erstad also went deep for the Angels. In Minnesota, Cleveland beat the Twins 6-1. Sabathia over Radke. Broussard and Sizemore homering for Cleveland there. In Kansas City, in 10, Texas got by the Royals 8-7. Cordero over McDougal. Wasden to save 2 more home runs for Texas catcher Rod Barajas. In Chicago, the White Sox beat Detroit 9-1. Garcia over Douglas, Everett, Uribe, and Harris homering for the White Sox. At Skydome, the Blue Jays got 2 in the 8th, beat Tampa Bay 4-3. Schoenweiss over Borowski. Batista to save. Menachino homered for Toronto. Cantu for Tampa Bay. And Baltimore beat Boston at Fenway 7-3. Maine over Gennaro. Frary with a home run there for the Baltimore Orioles. We'll take a break, come back, take a look at this one, and check the PCL board right after this.
The total package. That's what you'll find at the fabulous Capital Grille. The Capital Grille, nationally acclaimed for dry-aged steaks on premises, chops, fresh seafood, and an award-winning wine list. The Capital Grille is open at Fashion Show Mall for both lunch and dinner. Take in all the energy and excitement of the Las Vegas Strip at the Capital Grille, providing a breathtaking view with a wall of windows directly overlooking the new Wynn Resort. The Capital Grille is the ideal place for guests to dine for total convenience, as complimentary valet parking is offered during both lunch and dinner. And the Capital Grille provides private elevator access. Impress your guests at the Capital Grille. They offer 3 private dining rooms, personalized event planning, and professional service. The Capital Grille is the perfect choice for your next business meeting or social gathering. The Capital Grille on the 3rd floor of Fashion Show Mall overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. For reservations, call 932-6631. 932-6631.
Sport Clips is fast becoming America's favorite hair-cutting place for guys. And here's why. Sport Clips understands that today's urban warrior wants to get in and get a great haircut, surrounded by sports merchandise, the latest sports magazines, and TVs everywhere, all tuned to sports. And now, Sport Clips introduces the ultimate haircut experience for guys. The MVT. First, a precision haircut. Second, a soothing scalp massaging shampoo. Next comes the steam towel treatment, followed by a stress-reducing neck and shoulder massage. All this at one great price. At Sport Clips, guys win.
Grand opening, $5 off haircuts in Las Vegas at Fort Apache and Flamingo next to Break Team in the Home Depot Shopping Center. We have Guy Smart stylists to give you a great-looking haircut while you watch sports. Sport Clips is always hiring great managers and stylists. At Sport Clips, guys win.
Welcome back again, friends. We're at Cashman Field wrapping things up on the final segment of the 51's post-game report. Salt Lake rolling away with a 13-1 win in Game 1 of this four-game series. 3 games left tomorrow night at 7:05. Fan Appreciation Night, big fireworks show, all kinds of prizes being given out. Make sure you're here. A lot of tickets already been sold for that. 12:05 Sunday, 12:05 Monday, Labor Day, and that's it for the 2005 season for the Las Vegas 51s. In this game, the Stingers led 1-0 after 2 on a home run by Jeff Mathis off starter Harold Eckert, who saw his record drop to 5-10. Brian Specht homered in the third with nobody on to make it 2-0. And in the bottom of the third, the 51s got one back and a home run by rookie center fielder DJ Jackson, and that made it 2-1 Stingers. That would be as close as the 51s would get. In the fourth inning, the Stingers got another run on an RBI fielder's choice off the bat of Luke Allen. And the sixth inning is when they began to run away and hide. They got 5 runs to knock out a tiring Eckert. A 3-run home run by Jeff Mathis was a big blow there. And at the end of 6, it was an 8-1 lead for Salt Lake. They got another run in the 7th inning off Pat Mahomes, a run-scoring single by former 51s outfielder Luke Allen, who had a single and a triple and a couple of RBIs. And at the end of 7, the Stingers led at that point by a score of 9-1. And in the 8th inning, they got a grand slam off Buddy Carlisle by Nick Corneau. 3 of those runs were charged to Alfredo Gonzalez. And the most interesting thing about this game from the 51 standpoint, other than DJ Jackson's home run, was what took place in that 8th inning with Gonzalez pitching. Specht double to open the inning. Prieto fouled out. Alberto Callaspo was hit on the right thigh by a Gonzalez pitch. Plate umpire A.J. Wendell immediately warned Gonzalez, but Gonzalez right away hit the next hitter, pinch hitter Casey Smith, and then was ejected. That's when Carlisle came in. He had to warm up quickly because he hadn't been throwing in the bullpen, hadn't anticipated coming into the game, and Nick Corneau hit a grand slam. First earned run for Carlisle since he came back from the disabled list the 1st of August. So it's been a full month since he'd given him one up. And for Carlisle, a grand slam off by Corneau now means that Corneau has 107 RBIs on the year. Let's look at the other scores in the PCL. Nashville beat Round Rock 5-3. It was Memphis over Albuquerque 2-1. And New Orleans outlasted Iowa 11-7. It was Omaha 5, Oklahoma 3. And in the 12th inning now, Fresno leads at Colorado Springs 7-4. And a game that is of most interest to the Stingers, and that's in Tacoma. They're in the 9th inning now. Tacoma 6 and Sacramento nothing. And Portland leading Tucson in the 9th inning also 6-3. So if that holds up, the Stingers will be 2 out with 3 to play. Magic number down to 1 now for Tacoma after they finish off Sacramento, unless something dramatic happens in that 9th inning at Cheney Stadium. And then it will be Tacoma versus Sacramento in the first round of the playoffs. If that score holds up, that magic number will be saved to 1. I want to thank Mitch Moss, our studio coordinator for tonight's broadcast. Thanks to all of you very sincerely for tuning into the 51s this evening. Until tomorrow for Game 2, this is Russ Langer wishing all a very fine evening from Cashman Field, where tonight the Salt Lake Stingers defeated the Las Vegas 51s 13-1. Good night.
You've been listening to the Las Vegas 51 on Fox Sports Radio 1460. 51 Baseball is brought to you by Carl's Jr., Budweiser, Cox Communications, and by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. You're listening to Fox Sports Radio 1460.
Las Vegas 51, they're all of this.